Right, and just like that, we're all the way live, right back in effect. Welcome back to Talk That Talk Radio. Thanks again for joining us tonight. And we got some things in store for the night. Probably gonna start some stuff, but you know how we do. Um, One of your co-hosts, Detonation, aka Van Gammon. We got Tony Dust coming in. FMF Grizz will be on a little bit later. We're gonna talk about who was the most influential in the last 25 years of Black culture, who meant the most to us, who had the most impact, and might ruffle a little bit of feathers, but we're gonna say who's. Tony Dust, what's up?
What's happening? What's up, Amp? Let's go ahead and get this things rocking. You want to start off with a song, get some people in?
Yeah, we're gonna throw some music on real quick, get everybody in, man. And like I said, we're gonna be talking about who was the most influential Black figures of the past 25 years. Just try to narrow it down so nobody say like, hey, yeah, Harriet Tubman did a thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she did, but we're gonna try to narrow it down. You know what I mean? So appreciate everybody jumping in. Go throw on some music real quick. Gonna start off with some Young Jeezy, my president. So let's get it. Welcome back, fam. Welcome back. I just want to say, if you was in college during the time that song came out, during the time that
2008.
yeah, it was a crazy time. It was a crazy time. That song was played everywhere. Nobody was going to class that night. Like it was wild. It was a good time. So that's what's up to the stage. We also got DJ Special J. What's going on, man? Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the show.
Word. Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Thanks. Appreciate you coming through. And like we always do, we do brackets around here on FMF Radio. So we're going to get it started with our bracket for the day. And of course, as you can see on the title, today's bracket is going to be based on 20 years of Black culture. And we're going to decide who pushed it forward the most. So we're going to come up with a list of the top 8 or, 8 people that we felt like moved the culture forward in the last 25 years. And then we just going to kind of break them down in the list or a bracket style. And then we're going to decide who is the most influential person in the last 24 years to Black culture. So we basically just go around the table. Everybody just choose somebody. We either put them on a list or we set them to the side if we think there's somebody else that might be better to make the top 8. And we put them up against each other each round, and then we break it down like that.
Yes, indeed. Cool. Y'all ready to get started? DJ Special J, you want to start us off?
Yeah, okay. Number 1 for me, gotta be Hove. Gotta be Jay-Z for me.
Okay, out the gate. All right.
Yeah, gotta be. Step 1.
Why you say Hove?
Well, you really look at it, Jay-Z embodied the streets to mogul. Like, he pretty much put that whole thing on the map and just let it be like, and then let it be like you can go from the streets, take that money, do something legal with it, and then just push it as far as you possibly can push it. He's done pretty much any and everything except act.
Right.
If you really think about it. So as far as the culture, he made it where it seemed possible that anything and everything could be done. And every artist after him has tried to at least do something in the realm of what he did. Nobody did what Jay-Z did before Jay-Z did it to the level that he did.
Right.
So that's how I see it. And if you keep it a buck, he's even in politics. He's even, so politically, socially, business-wise, I would have to say Jay-Z probably top of the list.
Okay. I agree. I think Jay need to be on the list.
Yeah, no doubt. What you got, Dux?
For me, I'm gonna go with Serena Williams.
Nice.
I think she's like, as far as like athletes, most influential athletes, I think she is up there in like the top 5. You know what I mean? And for her being a woman, that just sets her apart from all of the rest of the top 5. So it's even an argument, is she the greatest athlete, you know, one of the greatest athletes of all time? She's in that conversation. And with her being a Black woman and what she means to us and to the culture, I think she deserves to be on the list in the top 8 at least.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, no, that's a good pick, man, because I ain't want somebody like her to get left out of that. So that's good. For me, most influential Black figure the past 20 years, 20 to 25 years. So like pretty much since the 2000s started.
Right.
I gotta throw Kanye in there. I know that's gonna be messed up, but
say what? What?
Look,
I'm need to explain yourself, player.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna get that. So I'm putting Ye in. He's not even my top pick, but I think he does need to be on this list. I know it seems crazy now thinking of it, but he's definitely influenced a lot of the way that music is right now, a lot of the way that fashion is right now. I think if you do want to talk politics, he's literally in politics where, he's a front man, but also, politically, he is like technically the son of a Black Panther. So he has that roots in him. And I don't know where it went wrong, but he had some influence on that. He made people feel good about being Black at a certain time and not having to be like super hardcore gangster at that time. He made it like, hey, there's a spot for you too in this lane and stuff. Like you can still be fly and fresh and stuff. Well, you don't gotta, be shooting my bang bang all the time. You know what I mean? So definitely with his influence on the way that people approach their music and production and with fashion, I think he definitely deserves to be on this list. And I got some more. Like we doing a top 8 and stuff. Well, he's not my only pick, so I'm definitely thinking he needs to be on this list though. But yeah, those are mostly my reasons for it.
I mean, but did he push it forward though?
Did he push it forward?
Okay, look. This is me, right?
Listen to how the cats are rapping right now. They're rapping in the way that yeah, for sure. No, for sure.
I think he moved the culture with fashion. I think, everything you said about fashion is true. For me, it's just with Kanye, I don't have no problem with putting him on a list. It's just he kind of go back and forth to me like a lot. Like it's kind of like, to me, it's like what's my man name? Dr. Umar. Like I kind of get Dr. Umar vibes from Kanye. You feel me? Even though
it's like wishy-washy.
Yeah, like more wishy-washy sometimes. Like, okay, I hear what you're saying out your mouth, but then when I see other stuff, it's like, but you just said this and then you did this. Like, I'm not saying that he's not for Kanye. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not for the culture at all, or he's not doing stuff for the culture. But for like me specifically with Kanye, all right, let's say he does all this, talk about all of this about Black women and stuff, and being proud of being a Black woman and making all these songs about Black women doing this. But then we don't see him.
That's the stuff that's what messes me up with Kanye, because he's like, every time I want to get on the Kanye train, I be like, you let me down, dog.
That's fast. It is a mad, weird roller coaster with Kanye, but I can't deny his influence. I can't deny his influence. I can't deny that he has a chokehold on the way that things are right now. You know what I mean? Like that's undeniable.
Yeah. Well, I think he had a chokehold. Kanye was like Kanye. Everybody knows that once his mom died, Kanye went left, right? All the way up to all the way up to like Heartbreak and 808. I was like, okay, I'm Kanye. Like I'm rocking Kanye. After that, I was like, I can't. Like I couldn't rock with him no more. And then when he did all the what's it called when like somebody has these outbursts in public, all these public outbursts that made absolutely no sense. Or he would say something, he would say something that made sense, and then in the same interview, 10 minutes later, he'd say something and negate everything he just said. And I was just like, I can't do it. So I mean, but I feel you on that as far as like how he pushed the culture. Does he have a chokehold on how music is made right now? Nah, not even close.
I have to disagree with
Before,
that.
yeah, he did.
I got to
I mean,
disagree with that. I
nobody
disagree
like
with
because
that because I think
Kanye came out as lyrical. These rappers are now are not lyrical like Kanye. You got a couple in there, sprinkle here and there, but he don't have a chokehold like he had when he had his label. That's when he
see,
had
but
the most
you
influence.
said
What
you
was
dropped
Kanye?
off. You dropped off after 808s, and I think you dropping off after 808s was right before he actually did something that pushed the culture. You know what I mean? Like when he dropped Yeezus and stuff, he took some elements that we did not get at that time that kids are using right now and made it work. Like you don't get a Travis Scott, which I think Travis actually has some involvement on it, but we didn't get to hear him for real, in the way that he's presented now until a Yeezus album came out. And
Well,
I
how
mean,
do we
a lot of people skipped over that and stuff, whatever. But he really did some stuff with that people have elements of in their stuff right now.
well, how do we know that Kanye came up with that and not the 20 people that he got in the room with him making these songs?
I could say that he's the face of it. And, you know, if we want to contribute it to the 20 people, that's still part of his team. You know, you could say that Kanye is a brand. And his brand is the one that pushed it then, if you want to say it that way. Just like
Right.
I mean,
Beyonce.
I get that, but
Yeah, I see.
I'm thinking of, like I know people, you know, as a whole, like this like musically as a whole, people get influence from every which way, right? But and you know they may be getting drawn some influence from Kanye, but nobody's really 100% saying I want to be the next Kanye.
To be honest,
Okay.
the last album I really listened to from Kanye was 808s and Heartbreaks. Like I didn't really like care to download no more music after that.
Yeah.
Like even did Dark Twisted Fantasy come out after that or something like that?
Yeah,
Like
something
I
like
would,
that.
he did
Dark
have some
Twisted Lightning, something like that.
he did have some singles on there, but I just for me personally, I stopped kind of like vibing to the music. But I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of Kanye music. I'm not gonna say that because I am a fan of Kanye music. But this is why I would put him on a list. I would go ahead and put him on a list because like what you said, just the brand of Kanye, like everything he does, like let's say when his shoes came out, for example, like he had the world going crazy over the shoes. When he stopped
But they
making
were ugly.
but everybody, like for me as a sneakerhead, when I say his shoe drops at 10 a.m. on like 2 sites and they gone within by 10:02, like every single drop, every shoe, it don't matter if they ugly, if they cool, it don't matter. Every shoe they gone within like the first 5 minutes. Every time he drops a shoe, he's dropping clothes with no label on them that look like something that a homeless man will wear, and they selling out. So I agree with what you're saying as far as that part. I just me personally, I'm just not really I don't like the stuff that he does. Like I feel like he's baiting the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like baiting us, and then you know we pull a curtain back on his ass and be like, bro, you was telling us all of this, and then you ain't even living like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for what he did for like the fashion and everything like that, and to music in the earlier years, okay, I will give him that because we doing the past 25 years. I can give him that. I ain't got no problem with it.
True.
Yeah, he's not making it to the championship round. I'm just letting y'all know that. But I think he deserves to be mentioned at least, you know what I mean? So
All right.
Full disclosure.
All right, who else we got, man? We got Jay-Z, Serena Williams, and Kanye West so far. We want to go next. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I got to. You got to put him on there. If you can put Kanye up there, you got to put Barack up there.
Right.
I know. You're right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Tell me why, Obama.
Because you played the Jeezy song to open the show.
I did.
Right.
I did play it.
I mean, if you really thought about it, outside of people thinking that he was supposed to be the savior of all black people, let's not even get to that debate, right? But what he is I mean, we can, but what he did accomplish was I can say every, but a lot of young black people's dream that they thought was unobtainium, like that it would never ever happen, and it happened in the last 20 years. So the fact that it was just able to be accomplished should put him up there, period. Because that basically said sky's the limit for 90, but now you got more black people in politics. You got more black people in you know, it made it to where, okay, I don't have to just be a rapper, basketball player, you know, rapper, athlete, whatever type person. I can go do something other than that and still be great.
I feel you.
Okay. So that's why I said you got to put him on there just for that simple reason right there, because he actually reached the top, what everybody would consider is the top tier of things you can achieve.
Yeah, I feel you.
Well said.
No, because I feel the same way that you guys were expressing about Kanye. I feel about Barack Obama, but without getting into it, just saying that just right there, it's like the more you learned about who he actually is and stuff, whatever, it's like, nah, like you baited us.
Who he
like,
is or what he did and do.
Who he is, who he actually is. Like he's not a good to me, but he definitely belongs on his list, because I know he's gonna be somebody that has some kind of influence on it, rather regardless if it's positive or negative and stuff. I think, yeah, definitely these people need to be on the list. Barack Obama's definitely going to be on here somewhere. That's fine. So I'm with it.
Whether it's positive or negative, we're going to put Obama on the list.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with LeBron. I can't leave my guy out. That for me, that's my GOAT. I grew up, I'm old enough to watch Jordan, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s. But LeBron's still my guy. So I'm going to go with LeBron. I don't feel like nobody has came out with the expectations that he has had on him since he was like 16 years old, and has lived up to all of those expectations, like without really a real blemish on, you know what I'm saying, on his name, on his record.
Superhead.
Huh?
I said Superhead.
I thought is what you said. And I was like, what? Did you say Superhead?
Just saying.
You lived up to that.
I agree. Like, that dude is like, I mean, outside of the potential, you know, possibility of a scandal, of a oops, which I think any athlete should get that, you know, it's gonna happen. It's a given, right? When you that kind of an athlete, it's a given. But outside of those type of things, possible, because ain't nobody actually had no proof or nothing. You can't be. It's real hard to be that perfect.
Right.
Yeah. So I could agree with that. Oh yeah, Jordan, the GOAT.
Oh, you saying you're adding Jordan on this one on the list?
No, I'm just saying Jordan's the GOAT. I just wanted to put that out.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna debate that on next Sunday or something.
I was gonna say might be another bracket.
Another bracket.
Yo, but I did want to add to the list. Are we ready for the next one, or you want to go on there?
No, you got it. Let's say
the guy that created what is it? Steve Jobs, the iPhone. Oh, what is that? I got an Android, so.
Okay. Yeah, you got an Android.
Ew. Hold on, let me digress. I don't have an Android. I have a Samsung. There's a difference.
Gotcha.
Do it
so
go.
We're gonna put Steve Jobs as the most influential black figure. And
not most. I think that he has had a major impact on the black culture. If you really think about it, like culture in general. Like you talk about global culture, so you can't help but add that to the black culture, because that rap videos, people. Black culture does not think you have money if you do not have an Android. I mean, Apple. Like, for some reason, we live by that. Not we, y'all.
Well, look, I agree with you, but look, I tried to put Gary Owens in on the best black comedians joint, and they wouldn't let me. So,
okay, so by default, my man's is out. I got it.
It's gonna be messed up if you win this. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? Like, hey man, I ain't listening to Talk That Talk no more, because they had Steve Jobs win the best.
Like, yeah,
but like you said, Kanye ain't gonna win, so we know he ain't gonna win. But I just think, you know,
I just want him to go up against Obama so we can make some compelling arguments about how they.
I got you. I mean, that's just what I think of. Like we talk about black culture in a nutshell. But I mean, because at one point I wanted to say Kim Kardashian.
Stop, yo.
I'm just being. Hey, look, bro.
But that made me
influence on black culture.
That made me think of somebody else. That made me think of Beyonce.
Definitely,
I thought about her too. I just didn't want to put Jay-Z and Beyonce in the same bracket. Not against each other, but
maybe you're right.
Their brands is different though. You know what I mean? They brands is different. And their influence is different. You know what I mean? So, and then when they're together is a different influence. So I think they can both be on this list. Like I said, everybody on this list, like it's not even just them. They got a team behind them. Everybody on this list that we're probably gonna add. Anybody that's a big figure is a group, a team, a system of people behind them that put stuff together to make us see them presented the way that they are. You know what I mean? So we can have Beyonce on it. I think definitely her influence has been great for even outside of black culture now, because you see like people showing up to her tours now, and it's people that thought like they wouldn't be able to be seen in the way that they're being seen, you know, through her and stuff or whatever. So I can say like, yeah, definitely having Beyonce there. Definitely, I know if we didn't have Beyonce on here, I'd be hearing about it. So
what, you and me, boy, I'm telling you.
So, yeah. I think when we talk about Beyonce, I think she's another one where you talk about somebody that's had pressure on them for a long time, like what you were saying about LeBron James. Like she's been doing this for her whole life. You know what I mean? You know, as kids, and just the pressure to like, you know, get stuff right and stuff. Now it wasn't as bad as like Jackson 5 stuff or whatever, from what I'm told or from what I know about it and stuff, whatever. But
thank goodness.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We might have got a superstar. I'm just kidding.
Superstar.
Right. Well, that's proof that you don't need the abuse to make one then.
Right.
So,
tell that to Joe.
Man. Look good. Yeah, man, just you know, seeing her because like when she came out with Destiny's Child and stuff, like yeah, like it was a big group, but nobody would have thought like, because there was a bunch of groups out during that time, you know, and then we don't even think back like when she had her first album out, like she wasn't even like the most selling one at that time. I think it was Ashanti actually that ended up beating her at that time. And looking back, you think like that might have been a mistake, because like obviously she was the edge on the talent factor on that, you know what I mean, as far as like being able to like sing and write and dance, and coming from a girl group where, you know, some of the other girls she was competing with are just like kind of like the industry just threw them out there. It just happened.
Yeah.
Speaking of you competing with,
I mean, we're not even. I'm sorry, my bad, bro, but we're not even gonna talk about A. Marie then, because A. Marie really technically.
Tell me this: is A. Marie more talented than Beyonce then?
Oh, don't get started with the A. Marie.
Because I get what you're saying. I get, yeah, and that's some industry stuff. That's some stuff that probably don't even got nothing to do with Beyonce. Like I said, there's a team behind everybody.
Yeah, it don't. Yeah.
So
I think
team.
All I'm saying is, I think A. Marie was talented, and I think she actually, to me, I'm about to say something to be high about to come get me. They about to come get me. But A. Marie sing better than Beyonce. Like sing. She sing better than Beyonce. Yeah, I'm about to get fried. But hey, look, I'm a DJ, so I mean, I'm ready for this. But I don't even think it was A. Marie's fault or Beyonce's fault. I think, like you said, it was some industry stuff that happened, and they said, "Oh, Beyonce was groomed to be who she is."
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And they didn't put that energy into nobody else but Beyonce. Because if you really go back and listen to like the Destiny's Child album, go ahead. Point when they were all together, point out one of the other singers if they weren't soloing. You couldn't. There was never. It was Beyonce and a sprinkle of Kelly here and there. And then what's her name was writing all the songs. I can't remember her name, but she was writing all the stuff. And then the other girl with the chinky eyes that was super fun, she was like just back there.
Latavia.
You know, so yeah. So that's how you knew who I was talking about, because you immediately super fun, that one. So I mean, but Beyonce was groomed from the start of that group to be who she is. Even when you go back and listen and they was doing like the background vocals, you heard Beyonce. You didn't hear a group. You heard Beyonce.
Well, I mean, it's kind of easy for that to be the case when your dad's the one managing y'all. So, you know what I mean? Like, he making sure she getting all the shots.
All the time. Yeah. You know? Your mom making all your outfits. Yeah, it was groomed that way. And then they found a sound and they was like, let's move this producer over here with her, throw a little more money at him. Because if it wasn't for the money, he probably would have stayed with Ava Marie.
I want to say it was still a risk either way. It was still a risk either way. So even if, because Ava Marie still had some joints out, she still had some hits out, right? It was still competing. And, you know, at that time, I don't know how the machine was working back then and stuff, whatever, but somebody won that one.
Yeah. But putting her on the list, Beyonce, I can see that definitely.
Oh, for sure.
You know. For the conversation piece of it.
A lot of women, a lot of I think.
But this is my question though.
You'll see a picture of like Beyonce in like between like 2005 and like 2010, and you can't tell if it's Beyonce, Shakira, or Christina Aguilera. Sometimes like everybody was looking the same.
Looking the same. Even J-Lo had her little feet in there a little bit. Yeah.
So you talking about that picture of her in the VMAs with the blue background she got on that little skirt?
I think it's one of the ones. It's like everybody had like the Beyonce look at one time. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like
the long hair, the long curly hair, the little bitty micro joints.
Yeah.
You said what?
He said the micro joints.
Oh yeah. Had the little micro braids. Yeah, it's kind of like all the girls kind of look like what's the name right now? Lotto. Like there's like 5 artists out right now and they all kind of like have the same kind of aesthetic. You know what I mean? So the Beyonce aesthetic was a big thing. You know what I mean? So definitely an influence.
Yep.
Who else we want to throw on here? We got 2 more left.
What about like Music Fiend said Issa Rae or like somebody like Jordan Peele, something like that? Like who's a good film director in the last 25 years? I'm trying to think of like people in film.
Antoine Fuqua.
I wanted to say Dave Chappelle.
Oh well, that might be a good one.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
I wanted to put Dave Chappelle up there because through his, if you check him out as he evolved over the years, as he how he started with the comedy to get his own one of the highest paid or longest running the Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
To then he got into the political stuff, and now like where he speaks out and all that stuff. So I think as far as culture and where he stands for and what he does, I think very few people don't rock with or know Dave Chappelle.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's true. Because he's been on a lot of our lists when we've been doing these brackets. He been coming up on a lot of our lists.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with putting Dave Chappelle there.
Okay. Yeah, we can put Dave on there. I can see that.
Somebody else, Music Fiend said Rihanna too.
Yeah, Rihanna definitely trickled over into more like consumption industry where she got like fashion line, makeup line, self-care line. So I mean it's a lot of stuff that we can attribute her to than just music now too, right? So she's one of the ones.
I got it. I got one. Tyler Perry.
Ooh. I like Tyler Perry being on this list. I'm not a fan of all of his work, but he does keep people working, right?
Right.
And from what I heard, because my wife's an actress and everything, so she knows some people that's part of some of his productions. They work like a lot, like a week, like a week, just to get everything out for the whole season. You know what I mean? And that's kind of unheard of in most studios, you know. And so
Oh yeah.
the work ethic is from every level on the Tyler Perry studio lot. So definitely having him on there and just what he's been able to accomplish with having a lot dedicated, you know, for his shows and his productions. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's unheard of. So yeah, definitely having him on there. So we mentioned Dave Chappelle, Tyler Perry, and I think there was one more person we mentioned, but that's gonna add.
That's it. Issa Rae, Ava
You said-
DuVernay, Ryan Coogler.
Like Ryan Coogler, man. He did Fruitvale Station. He did Black Panther. Both of the Black Panthers.
Jordan Peele. It's somebody that's who's acting and directing some of their own movies.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
He did Creed 3. Acting and directing.
That's Black?
Besides Tyler Perry.
I'm about to say, yeah, besides Tyler Perry, who else? Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
That might be a good one too.
Ice Cube would be dope.
Yeah. See, I wonder, but what messed me up was the 25 years. Ice Cube been around so long.
Yeah, that's true. Who was the people that we had? What about Donald Glover?
Donald Glover?
Y'all think he?
Oh yeah.
Y'all don't think he done enough?
I think he's a genius, but I put him up there. Like as far as I don't know, because I kind of consider him like up there with Spike Lee, but
yeah.
That's, you know, other than he's a Spike Lee that can sing and rap and do, you know, he's a Spike Lee that can do music.
Right.
And he do comedy. He did stand up at one point. So.
He do stand up. Yeah.
He's a genius. Like when it comes to entertainment, to me, he's a genius. But I don't know if he got enough
to push the culture.
Notoriety.
Yeah, he's almost a unicorn. Like I don't think there's a lot of people who follow what he's done. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he's given the culture a lot.
A lot. I think he's underappreciated.
Yeah, I don't think we've caught up yet to where it's been like influential just yet. Like I don't think there's a lot of show that's gonna be like Atlanta that's not produced by him. You know what I mean? Like we got a day which is kind of similar, but it's on the same network, so it's like almost. But
yeah.
Jamie Foxx, I would think is a genius too in his own right.
Yeah.
Music thing said Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is great. Yeah.
I think one of those people we got on the side.
We got a bunch of people on the side. Right now we got to fill up this last bracket part. We got Dave Chappelle, Tyler Perry, Ryan Coogler, Jordan Peele, Issa Rae, Ice Cube, Donald Glover, and Jamie Foxx. And I can't even see the chat. The chat's not refreshing for me, so I'm not able to see everything that you guys are seeing right now.
Out of all of them, I would pick Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Out of that whole list, yeah.
Tyler Perry. All right, Tyler Perry and who else?
Oh shit! I thought we need two people.
Right, I thought we needed one.
Yeah, these are. I want to say Dave Chappelle kind of bad. We were like either Dave Chappelle or Donald Glover.
Okay. All right, so we got Dave Chappelle. All right, so here's the full list we got right now for our top 8. Most influential Black figure in the last 20 to 25 years. We got Jay-Z, Serena Williams, Kanye West, Barack Obama, LeBron James, Beyonce, Dave Chappelle, and Tyler Perry. Does that sound right, or are we missing somebody?
That sounds good to me.
Sound good to me, yeah.
Somebody said Denzel. I don't know. Do we want to consider? Well, I guess we saying the last 25 years though, but we did have some, amazing films since 2000 and like Training Day came out 01, right? 02, 01.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but for the culture though, like I mean, when I think about the culture, I'm thinking like multiple aspects, not just I did great movies.
Right.
So that's the only reason I probably wouldn't go with Denzel. Because actor. He's a great actor. He probably said a lot of activist type things out there, but I don't see him as like a for the culture of, overall overarching. I don't see him as top 8.
All right.
Me personally.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna play some music and then we'll get back into it. We'll go ahead and get this first round done. Thanks for everybody sticking around. Y'all blow up the chat. I can't see the chat right now. I don't know what's going on. Last thing I got,
it's a lot of stuff in the chat.
Yeah, I can't even see it. Last thing I got was when we was talking about
Spike Lee, Donald, Jamie, Denzel, John Singleton. What up, Reese? Yeah, it's a lot in here.
Oh, dope. All right, well, we're gonna take a music break real quick and we'll be right back. Get this round 1 out the way. See who makes it to round 2 and get our top 4, and then from there get our top 2. And then we'll see who wins for the most influential Black figure of the last 20 years. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Just want to say, A. Marie could never. Oh my God.
Boy, don't start that. You're about to have my household. Look. All over.
All right. Well, welcome everybody back.
Big
Chris.
Yo, good night, gentlemen. Good night. What's up? What's up, fellas?
What up? What up? What up? All right, just catch you up to speed. We got our most Black figures at the top. Oh, say again.
Oh, I know. I was saying, Doug. I know you had to say that. I know. I understand.
Yeah, right. Disclaimer. All right, so great. Just anybody else is just coming in. We got our top 8 for Black figures in the last 25 years, most influential Black figures in the last 25 years. We got Jay-Z, Serena Williams, Kanye West, Barack Obama, LeBron James, Beyonce, Dave Chappelle, Tyler Perry. Great. I know you coming in a little later. You think there's anybody else that should be on this list or should be off this list?
Nah. Ain't nobody say 50. Nobody said Diddy.
Oh, 50.
No 50. No Diddy.
No, we don't like Diddy around here.
No, we don't mess with Diddy. But
no love. We ain't doing love tonight. All right, no Diddy.
I'm okay. 50 a good one. I think 50 a good one.
Nah, 50 for sure. 50 is definitely influential culture, especially music. It's a legend, bro. It's gonna go down in the book.
Okay, I rock for 50.
I take him out.
It's more his music.
I mean, I'd probably take him out for Dave Chappelle. If I had to choose out of everybody, like it'd probably have to be Dave Chappelle that I would take him out for. And yeah, I don't gotta take him out, you know what I mean? But like, if I had to pick or out of anybody, it'd probably be Dave Chappelle. You ain't say Barack. I hope you ain't say Barack. No Obama. Right?
I did say Barack Obama. Yeah, he was.
I said Barack Obama.
Yeah,
he out of there though, right?
No.
Not yet. We just getting started. Who you want him to go against so we can knock him out?
We talking about
Shit, I put him against 50. We get him out of there quick. You put him against
hell to the no, brother.
What? Nah, Grizz.
Are we throwing? Who we taking out if we throwing 50 in there though? I mean, I understand what 50 doing right now as far as like the film and the TV shows and stuff like that. Like I haven't seen not one of them shows, but everybody keep talking about it. So, I mean
that did answer your question. Like who's producing the show and starring in it too? 50 has definitely done that. So,
yeah, he's a pioneer, bro. Like he's in this shit. He's actually producing. Like he's all that. Like and Power is hard. BMF is hard. Like I check him out, bro.
I'm gonna be like this. Diddy is following Ice Cube. Yeah, I'm just saying. So he's following the blueprint. Let's be honest.
If
we can't sit here and act like he's just pioneering the way in here. No, he's not.
Will we add in 50 over Donald Glover?
We didn't have Donald on there though. We had Donald on the side.
No, we had him on the side. But I'm saying, will we even put 50 over Donald Glover? Because if he ain't even over Donald Glover, then
Absolutely.
he ain't on the list.
I would.
Nah, he's definitely over Donald right now. At this
I
point.
Yeah, I would
absolutely.
say, yeah.
He got the time and everything. He got absolutely.
All
You
right,
know, he
well,
got
I think Donald Glover's underappreciated, but yeah,
He
they
is. He
appreciate
is. Like I said
they
earlier, like
appreciate him way more than yeah.
yeah, I don't think the culture is caught up to what Donald's doing. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So like, there's still time for that influence to like have an impact on it and stuff. But like right now, it's like a few. There's not enough people to like make it a movement just yet. You know what I mean? The way that some of these other people on this list have made that. So that's not a knock to his stuff. I think his work is incredible. It just hasn't caught up yet. You know what I mean? So
Same. Well, Donald Glover is sitting in a lane that brings out I don't say the lesser of the black people, but the minority of black people, like the nerdy, shy, quiet, meek, not thugged out black people. Where 50 Cent sits right in that thug lane of telling that hood story, and that's gonna sell more than what Donald Glover's gonna do.
I mean,
yeah.
I think if we want to do it that way, I've watched some of those shows, and some of the shows, the acting on there and like the writing on there isn't too deep. So it was like it's surface level. So it's a lot more accessible in that manner, if that's what you're talking about. And with Donald's productions, his stuff, you got like Easter eggs and like things that you gotta like know something about the culture in order to like get some of the stuff. Like that joint that he did with Swarm, you know, that was pretty much like like dang near a beehive story or whatever, where it was more like an analogy to like a fan, like and how they would approach like Beyonce and things like that. So
Right.
but it was a bunch of hidden things on there. Like if you didn't know the culture of it, then you just wouldn't and stuff, whatever. You don't need all that to know a BMF story. You don't need all that to know a power story to know like, oh man, we're gonna run down on these people and stuff, whatever. That's just what it is and stuff. Where yeah, that's definitely gonna be a lot more accessible. But you know, I don't think it's a lesser. I just think we got to catch up on that.
Right. Yeah, Jasmine said Donald's reach is more than our culture. He is phenomenal though.
Exactly, for sure. So we trading Dave Chappelle out for 50 Cent is what we're saying.
I could run with that.
Everybody's okay with that?
Who?
We're taking out Dave Chappelle. 50 Cent.
All right, that's fine.
All right, cool. All right, well, we need to put this lineup together then, see who's going up against who.
See, the ladies support me in the chat, but y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all do what we do.
What the lady saying, man? I can't see the chat. Dang, that's messed up. Okay.
The lady said not 50 with his street stuff. And then
regular degular.
Yeah, regular degular street stuff. And then 50 don't write his stories.
He produced them though, right? So he's the one making sure.
He's the idea behind the story. So I think he brings the idea to writers and the money. The idea behind it, and then they come up with the story. You know, they do the legwork of writing the story. I don't think 50 got the time to actually sit down and write all these shows, but he got the idea behind it.
Yeah, and also, I mean, more than just the TV show brand and stuff. Like he's had like a whole online presence. Like he has This Is 50, like the blogs and things like that. That's like branched out. So he's become like a whole media.
Yeah,
like,
bro. He had the websites. He did a lot. He's had the websites. He was hosting the shows. Remember, like he's I don't know. 50's done a lot, bro, for the game. He's had it. 50 got sneakers. 50 had vitamin water. Like, come on now. Like, we ain't completely following no Ice Cube. Like, he has definitely done his own thing and pioneered some of his own things. I mean, he's following other stuff, but I mean, just for one man to be controlling that and doing all that, that's dope. Like, he's doing what 2-3 people's been doing. He's doing all by himself. He's done the clothing. He's done the drinks. Like, he right behind Jay when it comes to that. If you ask me, Jay's really he's the top dog of all that.
I do want to say to that, not to knock it, but like it isn't really just all 50. Cause like for instance, like some of those things like the power water, like yeah, he was like kind of the face to like push it for a little bit and stuff. It made us think like he's the one that made it, but like nah, that was really Coca-Cola.
It's
But
like
Right, yeah, he was just the face behind it.
but it's like the liquors. Ain't nobody really take their socks off and step in no grapes, make no wine. Like, but you feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, like they all buy their liquors from these people, and they're just putting their names on them. That's how it all is. Like, ain't nobody really made no product.
that's
Ain't
gonna start a
nobody.
whole different something for me though, because like a lot of the stuff that they do push, it don't even be their stuff, but they put it out as it is their stuff. Same thing with like when we get to the Jay-Z talk, we can talk about how Tidal was something that he like bought from these Swedish dudes, and they kind of screwed him over on it. You
And
know what I mean? Like,
all of it is things that they've bought though. Like people pay them to put their name on it for the attractiveness. Like if Tidal
exactly.
was from two Swedish brothers, like would it have really caught on and blew up like it did? Like everybody jumped on Tidal because Hov's name is behind it, and they put that impression of like it was his thing. Like that's the name of the game. Like it's just your face branding to get the product out there. But at the end of the day, them folks in the background getting just a bigger check or probably a bigger one. So when you see 50 getting whatever amount of millions, just know them folks got double, triple that.
Facts.
So,
But
for real though.
to your point, they use his influence in order to get those sales. So you're right.
Oh, and yeah,
Right.
all of that. Like like Diddy with the Ciroc. Ciroc is not Diddy's. Diddy, that's not something he created. Like Ciroc
No.
is something he bought. Like Deli, all that they just bought that. Like every liquor that Jay-Z has been behind, that was a liquor that was already out in other countries. All of these liquors are already out in other countries, and they buy them, and then they get that label on them. That's how these things sell. But ain't nobody really coming up with nothing. I don't even think it was Diddy's real. I feel like Diddy's the first one to do the whole liquor thing, and I don't even think it was his idea. I think somebody brought it up to him.
No, Ciroc is owned by another.
Hold up. Was it Diddy first or was it Rockefeller first with Cristal? Wasn't that the first one?
Nah, Diddy first.
What liquor?
Nah, Rock never owned Chris.
Yeah, they had like
they were, but they were the first ones to like really put. That's all I know. They were the first ones I remember making liquor popular. They're the first ones I remember doing it. Now I could be wrong.
They made it popular. Like I remember Dane. Remember everybody holding the bottles in the videos. Like yeah, they made it. Yeah. I'm talking about actually having a name like this is his liquor. Like I think Diddy was actually the first one to do that with the Ciroc.
Yeah, but I think a lot of this stuff is when you get that kind of money, you get that, like, all right, let's just say tomorrow, Grizz, you a multi-billionaire, right? You're going to get put in opportunities for businesses that the average, most people not going to get. And I think that's really what Slingshot 50 is. He was just he was such a face that people was like, yo, we got this liquor, and he was like, all right, well, I'm going to put my name behind it, my face behind it, but I need 51% or some dumb stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? 49%.
And you notice none of them ever really lay down like, all right, so I'm done with the clothes, then they jump into the liquor. They always got something to fall back on. It's just kind of getting repetitive because they're all doing it in the same fashion. The clothes ain't working. Like we gonna fall into this liquor, and then let's see what else next. But like they've all done it, not all, but like I feel like Diddy, 50, and Jay are the only ones to really accomplish that.
That blueprint came from Hov, though. Like with the Rockaware, then John, and then Rockaware started to fall off, so then Jay-Z moved to something else, and then now everybody wants a sports team. Who did it first though?
The sports team?
Yeah.
Who did what first? What sports team?
Like owning the sports team.
Who got the first owning of a sports team? I'm like 99% sure it was Jay-Z. And then all of a sudden everybody else wanted to get, I'm gonna get a sports team.
Don't Usher own the Cavs?
You're a part owner.
Yeah, part owner.
Like
everybody owning nothing. Everybody owns it.
I don't think it was before.
Yeah.
Nah. He had the Cavs when LeBron, like Usher was like he was a partial owner like of them or majority owner, however he worded. But I remember when Shaq was on the Cavs, like and I think LeBron, like that's when he had him. Like I think he's one of the first ones to have some type of investment in a team.
I don't know if I don't know if
First time I ever heard about it was
but I
Jay Z,
think
where
Usher
everybody
first.
that I had to look, but I thought Jay Z was the first one because that man hit the news hard. I didn't remember the Cavs getting owned by Usher and that hitting the news. Unless, Usher had like 2%. That don't count.
it said
So,
Jay-Z been a part of it since 03.
yeah, that was back with the Nets, right?
Yeah, it say Usher been affiliated. He purchased 50% of the team in 2005.
Okay.
So he became an equal partner in 2010 for Usher. He an equal partner in the franchise.
Who, Usher?
Usher.
Yeah, it says Usher Raymond purchased 50% of the team, the Cavaliers.
Yup. When?
Hold on, let me make sure I'm reading this right. The Cavaliers are affiliated with the Charge, a D-League team. The Cavs made it to 4 consecutive NBA Finals. Usher purchased 50% of the team in 2005 for $10 million. He became an equal partner in 2010 and now owns 100% of the franchise. What?
Yeah, nigga, Usher owned the Cavs, nigga.
That's not right.
That can't be right, man. Where you reading that? That's Bleacher Report.
Nah, I'm reading it off. What site is it? I just put it in Google. This Metro League.
Wiki.
What you mean? Like him and Dan Gilbert? He can't own 100%.
Yeah, he don't own 100%.
Yeah,
so
he can't own.
They worded that wrong, but
he could be majority. He got more bread than Dan Gilbert.
Dan Gilbert. He's a partner, but not over. He's probably under Dan Gilbert, but he don't own more than Dan Gilbert.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Right. Yeah, it's still saying he a minority owner. So he don't own more than Dan Gilbert, but it's still saying he didn't do it till 2005. And Jay-Z got his minority stake in 2003 until 2013.
Oh, Ho beat him about 2 years.
Yeah, I would say, because Ho was like, I knew I heard on the news, it was like, it was big on the news when Jay-Z did it because he was one of the first people to do it.
Because I remember, I actually heard about it I was watching a damn Cavs game, like when they were in one of the playoffs, or the championship or something, and he was sitting in the crowd, and I heard them talking about it. I'm like, what? But he bought it at 2 different things. So, like, he bought in as a certain percentage and then ended up buying, 50%? Or is that wrong, too?
Yeah, it says he purchased 50% in 2010.
Yeah,
that's a good percentage, fellas.
That's half, Eddie.
That's a good percentage, dog. So I mean, he eating. He don't even gotta see. Usher Lee Kiki Long, bro. You get into the bag, bro. You don't even gotta be bothering. You don't gotta be bothering people, man.
Thanks.
Oh,
Don't gotta be bothering people. You get into the bag.
Oh, right, well, let me take that back. Let me just take that back before we get into it. It says, Dan Gilbert has been steadily increasing his total percentage of the shares in the Cavs. And it says it is unclear how much Usher's stake has been diluted. So I'm not sure exactly how much, but
so I'm saying ain't none of these dudes owners. Everybody's doing the same thing these Bitcoin dudes is doing. They just invest in. They don't got no ownership over none. They just stake owners, stakeholders. You know what I mean? So which is cool because you still making money off of that and stuff, whatever. But when it comes to our culture, it gets presented as if they own it. Like I thought Jay-Z owned the Nets at one point when that first came out. That was not the case. That was not the case.
Yeah, it was definitely a Russian guy from doing oil.
Russian.
Yeah. But yeah, the only person that really is owning most of these teams or getting a larger percentage is like it's not even a entertainer. It's like Magic Johnson. He
wait, why is he not on the list?
Magic Johnson? I don't know. I guess we ain't privy on his game. I guess
he owns.
I don't see like for the culture. We might do like that. But we're talking about for the culture though. We can't just look at one particular aspect of their life. We're talking about for the culture.
Brother, that's Magic.
But
I mean, he also he got movie theaters. He got like if you really look into like somebody look at what he's really got his hands into.
I think.
I mean, if that's the case, then you would take Shaquille O'Neal. I mean,
well, somebody on our chat said Shaquille O'Neal, but I don't think this conversation about businessman is just about pushing our culture forward.
All right,
Not
so
who is black
Shaq,
and the best businessman. But his part of the culture, I feel, wasn't in the last 25 years. You know what I'm saying? It was before that.
right. It was like a 70s.
I would agree with Shaq. Shaq for sure. Shaq did what a lot of other, like, bro, Shaq put out the cheapest basketball sneaker. Like, Shaq owned Papa John's. Shaq is employed. Shaq owned Hummer down here in Orlando. Shaq is employed.
But what is he changing? What is he changing for the culture for everybody? Shaq getting his bread, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying about all of the stuff for him, but I'm just saying, what is he doing to change the culture?
But like that whole sneaker thing, that wasn't necessarily for the bag. That was for the children to be able to have an affordable sneaker from a superstar, something that Michael Jordan, LeBron, these other cats ain't doing. Shaq's was like $20, like just little things like that. Like,
but I just feel like that came out in the late 90s, though. The Shaqs that we can get at Kmart and stuff, I feel like that came out like the late 90s.
Bro, he started playing in the 90s. That's what I'm saying. He's always been that type of player.
Early 90s.
No, bro.
No, his first shoes was expensive.
A pair of Shaqs, but
his first shoes was expensive. This was in the last recent couple years, like I would say last 5 to 10 years, where he did the low budget Shaqs. And honestly, that's because nobody was buying Shaquille O'Neal shoes.
No. I'm sorry, DJ. I'm sorry, brother. But I was 10, 11 years old, brother.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Shaqs was there from day one, bro. Like, Shaqs was in Payless, my boy. Like, Shaqs was the go-to for every parent that Payless. Well, I'm from New York. We had Payless, and that was the go-to for every parent that had more than 1, 2, 3 children, and you could have got 2, 3 Shaqs. Like, you feel me? And it felt like, all right, cool. I got a little Dunkin' dude on my shoe. Like, let's get it. I don't gotta feel too crazy when I go back to school. Like, it's the little things like that. Like, I say, like.
Yeah, them joints that we can get in Payless, them Shaqs. But I feel like, like we said, we was like 10 years old. Like, that was like 97, 98, 99.
Who else was doing that, big bro? Who else was doing that? Like, Jordans was coming out. Jordans was cheaper, but they still weren't that affordable. That I would say was something where he contributed to the culture. You know what I mean? Not the culture. But I don't know. I'm not saying give him a spot. I'm just saying if as far as an honorary notable or something. If anything,
well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say give him a spot, G, but you feel me?
Okay. Speaking of spots, we don't have anything for this first round yet.
Let's match them up. Let's match them up right now.
Yeah, let's match them up. So we got Jay-Z against who? Let's put Jay-Z against Barack Obama. Let's get him out of here. All right.
No.
No? All right, fine. Is Rihanna on the list? Rihanna's not on the list.
No,
put Beyonce versus Serena.
Let's do it.
Beyonce versus Serena?
Let's do it.
Beyonce versus Serena, yeah.
Let's get it.
All right.
Jay-Z versus 50?
Yeah, Jay-Z and 50.
Jay-Z versus 50?
Yeah,
we doing Beyonce versus Serena though.
Why? Because Serena gonna lose. Why?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why you doing it?
What you doing?
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Wow. You want? Okay, we can put Serena versus
Barack.
And Barack gonna lose.
Go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's just do powerhouses right out the way.
Let's do it. Let's kill Barack. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Y'all better stop that Barack hate over there. Y'all
all this Alabama slander. Yeah. Y'all was screaming and biting.
I got 600 from that man, and not a nothing else from him, brother. He shorted me on 2 kids. Hell nah.
You taking it personal.
Right.
Absolutely.
It was not for the culture.
Yeah.
All right, so Beyonce going to the next round, right?
No, who put Barack versus Beyonce? What type of shit is that?
Who else we got?
We not doing that. Read the list off. Read the top 8 off.
All right. So here's a list. Jay-Z, Serena Williams, Kanye West, Barack Obama, LeBron James, Beyonce, 50 Cent, Tyler Perry.
Tyler
versus
Perry.
Barack.
Tyler Perry and Barack. I do Kanye and Barack.
Okay, Kanye, Barack.
Okay, Kanye,
Tyler
Barack.
Perry versus 50 Cent.
Kanye gonna win.
Jay-Z versus Beyonce. And
How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that,
Jay-Z
player?
versus 50.
Wildin'.
What you mean?
Jay-Z versus
Y'all don't
50?
want to put them up because they husband and wife. Y'all don't want to put them against each other, but y'all want to put them up. They're going to eventually get to each other in the final round. I don't want this to be a final round Beyonce versus Jay-Z.
Why not? That would be good.
I don't think
What's
that's
the difference?
All
Well,
right,
a lot of different.
then I just want to say this. Like, if you knocking Jay-Z
I'm cool
out,
with Jay-Z versus Beyonce. I'm cool with Jay-Z versus Beyonce.
you literally
Go
setting
ahead.
up Beyonce
Go
to
ahead,
win
and go ahead and knock that old beehive out of there.
If you do Jay-Z versus Beyonce, you setting up Beyonce to win everything else. That's all I'm saying. So I think if you want to give a Jay-Z a chance to win this, you don't want to put him against Beyonce.
Excuse me?
How? What?
Yo,
So you telling me?
you don't.
Excuse me?
You
So
don't.
you telling
No.
you tell? Wait. So
put
is
them
she
up.
saying right beside you?
Put them up against each other.
You got.
Are you in the same
Go.
state?
All right, Jay-Z versus
Nah,
Beyonce.
do it.
Let's go.
Nah, let's do it. Do it. Now we finna get Beyonce up out of there. You tripping. Come on.
Early.
Let's go. Let's go.
Early.
All right, so we're starting off with Jay-Z versus Beyonce. That's what we're doing.
What's the versus list again? What's the versus?
I mean, so far you had, I think you said, shoot, I think that's the only one we matched up so far.
I thought we said Jay versus Beyonce, Tyler Perry versus
Kanye.
I forgot Kanye was up there. LeBron
Question: why
James.
wouldn't it be Kanye versus Jay-Z?
That's fine. Let Jazz match them up then, and then we'll go at it. Then the fellas will go at it. Nah, let Jazz match them up, and the fellas will go at it because that we ain't got to argue over the matchup. Then let her match them up.
All right, let's do it. Here's our list, Jazz.
All right, let's go.
Jay-Z,
I see him.
Serena Williams. Okay.
Let's do Kanye versus Jay-Z.
Kanye versus Jay-Z. All right. Everybody in agreement?
I can live with it. Let's go.
All right. What's next?
All right, we're gonna do Barack against Tyler Perry.
Okay.
I like how you said that. Boo rock. Yes.
All right.
My two goats together. We're gonna do Serena versus LeBron.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
that's a good one.
A little bit better.
And then the last two is no, that's not perfect.
It's okay. I mean, that's all we got.
Okay,
left.
then Beyonce and 50 Cent.
All right.
That don't make sense though, but let's go.
That's the last two left.
That's the last two left.
Nah, we gotta switch something. That don't work.
Then how about this? How about how
They don't
about
gotta be similar though. We just doing it for the culture.
okay, no, check this out. Kanye versus 50 like back in the day.
Yes, I like that.
And then Jay-Z versus Beyonce.
Let's do that.
That's what they said.
Well, that's the thing.
I know. I was about to say what was different from what I said. Y'all arguing about what I said.
I'm looking at the list, and 50 Cent versus Beyonce did not make sense.
Yeah, that's why, bro. That
No.
don't. Yeah. That don't work.
Why wouldn't it make sense?
Because
That
50
makes
Cent,
sense to me.
No, the thing is, 50 got production and stuff too that can go against Beyonce.
ban.
I guess it's like what you trying to say. Like it's like 50 is like if 50 and Jay is the same as far as going up against Beyonce. They're the same, almost same credentials. So I mean, it really
We
don't
could have
matter.
just made it random. You could have put some names in a box and then just let it be like.
Then it should have been Jay-Z 50
it
versus
should have been
Kanye
Jay-Z.
Beyonce.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
It's gonna be a
Okay.
guy. I guess we're off with the women and men ratio, so it's gonna be a guy versus a woman regardless. So let's just put Kanye versus Beyonce.
Y'all welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kanye?
I guess everybody.
All right, I'm cool with it. I think it's gonna end up being Beyonce and Beyonce.
All right. So what's the first matchup?
First matchup is Beyonce, Kanye West.
What?
Yeah, hold on. Hey, if y'all got any like background noise, can y'all please mute real quick?
My bad. I was tending to my little one.
Oh,
Okay, all good.
What
So-
what you say again?
All right, so it's Beyonce versus Kanye West. Who's the most influential for the past 20 years out of those two?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Like overall, I kind of want to give it to Kanye, but I kind of want to give it to Beyonce.
Let's see the reasons. What's your argument for each one? Like,
See, okay, I want to give it to Beyonce. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I want to give it to Beyonce because Kanye's so wishy-washy to me. Like, that's really it. Like, if you took early Kanye against Beyonce, like early Kanye minus all the bullshit, and just subtract all the BS, and then I would have gave it to Kanye. But Beyonce kind of been perfect minus the elevator.
she didn't even do nothing in the elevator.
It wasn't on the elevator. Don't put the elevator on her.
She just stood there. She didn't even do nothing. That was
I mean,
all.
I'm just talking about heat being around the period. You know.
You talking about concept?
Yeah.
Yeah, she don't never got. She's never in nothing. I think Jay kind of put her in something, and she monetized it. She flipped it. Did the whole lemonade thing. Like she know how to. I don't know. Yeah, she got.
Yeah, she didn't really. Only thing she did run up on 50 though. I did hear about that.
She did what?
She ran up on 50, but it was all love. But she ran up on 50 like yo.
That ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but that wasn't no like real. That wasn't no real heat though. So I would have to give it. I'm gonna have to edge. She edged out Kanye from you, like for real. I keep it in the bean.
I want to say with this matchup, Kanye would probably vote Beyonce too. I mean, just in his historic. Like he goes to bat for Beyonce, but he has a competitive spirit with her too. Like he wants to compete against her. You know what I mean? So.
I'm gonna say Beyonce, but Kanye got the Yeezys. He got the production. He got the production. He's the with the beats. And he's been like I feel DJ. I'm damn near I'm torn. I ain't gonna lie to you because what B got song. I don't think she write her music. So she got the album, she got the music, and I think she's put out a cologne or something. I mean, a perfume or something. But other than that,
she got an Adidas line too.
Yeah, she got.
Wait, quick question. So when you say black culture, are you just talking about clothing, or are you talking about what they do for the black people?
All of
everything. I would say everything.
Yeah, she's part of the whole like. She's part of the false imprisonment movement. She got big hands in that, like trying to get people out. You know what I'm saying? She's up there with at the White House talking politics with the lobbying with the politicians. So
that's more whole thing. She is with it with him, but that's more whole thing. And Kim K really more. Kim K bigger with that than her.
Oh no, baby, she does have a nonprofit called Be Good. I need you to look that up because she does help our incarcerated people. She has helped the mothers of the slain black children from police brutality.
It's called Be Good.
No, I'm not taking it from her. I just feel like that's more one of them things like Jay's doing that, and I feel like it's like a collective look. It's more of a collective look. I don't know if that's something that she was doing on her own per se initially. I think that's something that they both do.
No, I think that's separate because I think what Jay-Z does is he has his own, like they have their own separate companies. Like I said, like it's two parts with them. That's why they're each on this list because they got their separate businesses they do, and then they got the ones they do together.
Yeah, they joint ventures, yeah. And now I'm just talking about purely up against Kanye.
Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that.
He does that with Rock Nation.
What do they have together? Educate me. I don't even know. That's an honest question. What do they even have together? Because it really sounds like everything they do is separate. What do they have together?
But I don't think they have anything together besides the music stuff that they do. Everything else that they do, they have their own brands to get brought together in order to promote stuff. So they got like or Be Good thing. Like you go to begood.com. That's BEYGOOD.org. Sorry, not .com. Begood.org. And it's a profit that's like solely meant to help incarcerated folks and their families.
Okay.
Jay-Z is not a part of that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, he's doing the prison reform. He the one that got that little Alabama shit shut down where they were killing the inmates and all that. Him and Yo Gotti and he's tapped in with Meek and them with that whole little thing. But all around, it's just good. I'm just glad they're doing it for the folks, really. But I ain't know B was doing it like that. I thought it was more collective with Ho. But if she's doing it on her own, more power to her, for real.
Yeah, no doubt.
And somebody even bought something like Ye be so wishy-washy with the black folks. Though he be saying stuff that don't make sense to me. Like when he came with when Kanye was like, "Yo, slavery was a choice," I was like, "Hold up, G."
Yeah, it's real sticky with Ye because with Ye, bro, honestly, he don't be. It's not that he be saying crazy shit. It just be the way he be saying it.
Yeah, he would be saying he should die rather than been a slave,
bro. But just the way he go about it, bro. Really, really, that's what it is. And I think there's more to it with him. I think ever since, God rest his soul. I think ever since his mom's passed, like I don't know, bro. Like that's when he lost Ye. Like that's when everything kind of went haywire with him.
I said that earlier. Fact.
I feel like I think that's where everything went way haywire, and then that's where it gets so confusing, where they be like, oh, like the whole sacrifices and this with all these people. It's like, it'd be weird because it's like, I feel like if that is a real thing that happens, I feel like sometimes people do that and they get way over their head. Like they think it's going to be something they want to do, and then they lose that person and realize there's no amount of money or fame that could equate. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times some of these, if that's a real thing that happens in the industry, I think when you see some of these cats lose it and go crazy or start bugging out, I feel like that's why. I feel like they bit off more they could chew with that little gamble or with that little that whole selling their soul thing or however that work out. But I feel like ever since his mom passed, that's when we lost Ye. Other than that, I don't think nobody would disagree with Ye like damn near winning this like a couple years ago, because Ye is definitely influential to the culture, the backpacking and all of that. From like he's had his hands on so many different sounds in the game all the way up until this point.
Right.
This is true. True that. Doug, who you got? I think we waiting on your vote.
What is for Beyonce, right? Or
yeah. Ye and B.
No, I'm saying both of DJ and Grizz, y'all voted for Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
And Van, you voted for Beyonce too, right?
Yeah, I'm for Beyonce to the next round.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of outvoted. I mean, but either way, like DJ said, like he for me, he kind of wishy-washy with it. It's like, I don't know. And I feel like he losing half the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like he's losing half of us. But Beyonce ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like right now I'm going to definitely give it to B.
All right. There we go. Beyonce moving on to the next round. All right. On next matchup, we got Barack Obama versus Tyler Perry. Do y'all want to get into that? Or y'all want to go ahead and play some music real quick? It took us a while to get this first round out, so.
Let's just go into it. Let's go into it. Let's knock it out real quick, yeah.
All right. Barack Obama versus Tyler Perry, who has the most influence over this past 20 years.
Damn. All day. Big dog Barack.
Oh man. Listen.
Medea.
I can't rock with the girl, man. Can't do it.
Look, Medea has. You said you got a contract with the government. Oh snap! Yeah, my bad. Yeah, you legally can't. My bad.
Yeah, you got it.
Wait, I thought it was just with the sitting president.
No, man, I mean, I can't speak.
You can't say no about George. You can't say no about George Washington. Like, you go back that far.
So for one, I'm not sitting in my official capacity, but I can't speak out negatively against the president, but I can say my opinion about his influence on the culture. And based off, I won't be like he should yada 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 yada, but I will say that he has had an impact. I believe his influence is greater than Tyler Perry's because he sits in a position that our culture has dreamed of for millennia, decades, not millennia, too damn long, decades. So based off of what he was able to accomplish, however he was able to do it, you can't negate that at all. He has achieved the highest of achievements.
You know what?
I want to say,
You swayed me a little. Nah, you kind of swayed me a little because I just feel like the brother was lazy. But then when you think about it, it's like he was kind of like a black president, a little late. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, and he was the face. Like, he was the first one, bro. Like, if ain't no Barack, nobody can say
There's
my
nothing.
president. Like,
The last one to even think about trying it was Jesse Jackson.
yeah,
And he bowed out because he thought he was going to die.
Nah, I get what you're saying. Like, brothers don't even try, much less win. So, like, if there's no Barack, then we can't. There's no black man can actually feel like there's hope towards that. Or I ain't gonna say it like that, but you know what I mean. We would not be able to say that we've at least had one black president. And if we never have another one again, that alone
We still
puts
got that one.
because he'll be the only one ever.
like, all right, if that's the case, if he's the only one ever and his influence is so big, like there should be another one, right? Like your influence means that you've influenced somebody to take that seat as well. And then also with Obama, like what he's done for the culture, like all he's done is provide us with an image. He's provided us with aspirations. That's it.
Right. That should be enough.
No, that's not enough. That's not enough because
No, because it didn't get televised, but he did release a lot of people from prison, so he did have some. So people think, oh, he didn't do anything. And we gotta understand one thing about the president, right? The president is
Obamacare still exists.
to be all in all, and Obamacare still exists. That's true. And there's people out there that had no medical, they got medical now, and they've been trying for 2 presidents to get rid of it. Well, the current one ain't really pressed on it, but the last dude had 2 shots at it. Didn't make it happen.
I want y'all to know why that's the case. So, like, just how we say about, Beyonce was groomed into the position that she's in right now, right? Barack Obama was groomed into the position that he's in now. And I want to say that because this dude, and not to knock his biracialness or something like that, but white people got wealth.
That's the take.
Stuff that we don't have access to. So when his grandmother that took care of him passed, he got some inheritance for that allowed him to like live a certain way that none of the people that you see running to be a black president has the opportunity to do. So a lot of our aspirations, because we have that image of a black family in the White House and stuff or whatever, it's unattainable to a certain extent because you don't have the same starting point. He has the same as any other president that had. That's just facts there. Then as far as what he actually did and stuff, yeah, he had some prison reforms that went through, which is great. A lot of the stuff that he's quote unquote couldn't pass and stuff or whatever that was like help specifically black people. Like he was really acting like he was scared to specifically help black people, but he specifically helped other different cultures. He didn't really do anything specifically for black people. And then
right.
also,
Well, you gotta look at it like this. Yeah, I feel you on that.
Let me get my spit off.
Go ahead.
When it came down to do something specifically for black people, because we had a lot of stuff happen during his administration. We had, that was the height of, the police shootings and stuff. We had Ferguson going on. We had Flint going on. This dude went to Flint with the water crisis going on, took a sip of the water and said everything was okay. Still to this day, they don't have clean water. After I saw that, man, how do you trust somebody after that? Like you got people.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something though. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What politician that went for president did you trust or do you trust?
I don't trust me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, for me,
last one that I tried to trust was Obama, and he showed me that he fake as everybody else. So
But
the
this
thing
is the
is,
thing. Hey, but you got to understand too,
For
bro.
me,
The power that the other presidents have, which was none, was the same amount of power that he kind of stepped into himself. So
that sound like an excuse. That sound like an excuse because guess what?
not really, because it's like really, what did you want? What kind of what did you?
I don't want nobody to make excuses for him for why he didn't live up to the hype and stuff or whatever. Like that's not an excuse and stuff because he still think he the ish. He still think he the ish, and we let him think that he the ish. So the thing is,
technically he is.
yeah, he definitely is. I mean, whether listen for me, whether he did all of that or not with the Flint stuff, or whether he made promises that he didn't keep, whether he did stuff for black people, for me that's politicians. Like they all make promises that they all lie about all the time, and we all see them do different stuff than how the person that they act like they are. For me, I take it as when I was a kid and we used to go over the presidents and they used to tell me it ain't no black presidents. Like, okay, then that's not something that's attainable for me. So the fact when you're saying like it's still not obtainable for a regular black person, I feel like that's fine, but it'll still put you on a different path if you a kid. If you think that if you know that there was a black person that was president and you think in your mind that you can do that, if you become, you know what I'm saying, a top politician, not even the president, somebody that's under there, then you started on a good path because you had good inspiration, just knowing, hey, that person is there is a black person in the White House. Somebody like LeBron James, who I said been on a straight and narrow, who was his inspiration growing up? It was Michael Jordan. But we don't look at Michael Jordan for all of the negative that he did. We look at the positive that he did in the face that he was to the NBA and to black people. To me, it's just the face. I don't really care so much about, oh, he lied to me just because he black. I don't feel like just because he black like me, then he should have did all of this stuff for me. I still feel like at the end of the day, he's still a politician. At the end of the day, he's black, white, purple, or whatever, he's still a politician. He's still gonna lie about some of these promises. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing what he need to do to get in the office. But
that sounds like an excuse. That sounds like excuses. Like I feel like
I'm not making no excuse for him.
It's like, oh, he's just a politician. That's just like saying. That's like saying, like, all right,
how is that an excuse? How is that an excuse for a politician?
You saying that's not what a politician is supposed to do. Like, we in a bad state if we think politicians are supposed to lie to us.
We think cops are supposed to
they supposed to represent us in a certain thing. We in a bad state. He's liable. He's a politician. Like, that's not cool.
I'm saying we think different stuff about people all the time. That's not what a politician is supposed to do. But name one politician who didn't lie to us.
Look, it's not even the fact that he's lied about certain things. It's the fact that there's a lot of hype around him and he's not what he's supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if he is what he's supposed to be or not. It's just his face. You got to look that stuff up. All of that stuff that you just told us about, you got to look that stuff up. If I never looked up anything about Obama, what I did know that there was a black president, and that might be attainable for me.
Why do you have to look that stuff up? Why do you know all the good stuff about him, but you don't know some of the shady stuff about him?
I didn't say that I knew anything about him. I said just the face.
You just told me I gotta look up. I gotta look up the
inspiration.
The people in Flint don't gotta look that up because they live in it.
No, listen. It's like it sounds like Obama didn't meet expectations for certain people, and that's why for certain people he's not really up on no type of pedestal. I feel where both of y'all are coming from, but
look, not to cut you off. All I'm saying is,
go ahead, bro.
Man, if you never looked up all of that stuff about Obama, looked it up, saw it on TV, whatever you did to see all of that stuff about Obama, if you never looked it up, but your kids asked you, was there a black president? You can say, yes, there was a black president. There is a black face in that lineup of presidents. There is a black face there. I don't know nothing about him, but there is a black face for him. He looked just like you. I don't know nothing about him, but he looked just like you.
We had one at one point.
He looked just like you, but he don't come from where you come from. So it's false. So you cool with like telling kids that they can live this lie.
What did I just say? I said you don't know nothing about him, but he looked just like you. That's enough. That should be enough inspiration.
Yeah, you don't
Bro,
gotta
I
necessarily
live
want
next
it.
to Indian dudes that look just like me. Anybody can be dark skinned. Anybody can have facial features and things like that that look like black people.
Is he considered a black president? Yes or
But
no?
he's a black man.
He is
It's not
considered
a
a black
matter of
person. I'm
looking
not
like it.
questioning his blackness. I'm not
It's not
questioning
a
his blackness. What I'm saying is just because somebody look like you don't mean they for you.
that's
We
that's that's
understand. We
He was not
understand
for
that.
us.
We understand that. Nobody's
He was
arguing
not
that.
for
What we're
us.
saying
He
is
wasn't
his
for us.
face and his image. Nobody's arguing what he's done and what he's done for the black people and what he might be for you. His face and his image. Is that it? If I never knew anything about Michael Jordan's bad stuff, just seeing him on TV dunking the basketball made me want to go put my heart in everything, my heart and soul into playing basketball. I didn't know Michael Jordan gambled, but I made it to the NBA just seeing a black man dunk the basketball. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's the image.
It's the image. All right. Well, Tyler Perry's image has definitely been more influential than Barack Obama's image. I'll say that then, if we're going to do that.
Well, I think you lost anyway. Let's move it on.
All right. Well, we got Beyonce going against Barack, so I can't wait to knock him out in that round. All right. Next, we got Serena Williams going up against LeBron James.
LeBron.
Let's start
Yeah,
it off then.
LeBron.
You got LeBron going? Why you got LeBron over Serena?
LeBron, the culture. LeBron got the kicks. LeBron got the school. LeBron actually has a school. Like LeBron has done a lot. But just in the AAU circuit, I know that for a fact because my boys is in it. But like the AAU circuit for the young cats that's trying to come and playing the ball, he's putting out he has the sneakers. What the price is, has the sneakers, but he also has the schools. He definitely invests and donates and gives back. So I definitely feel like, and he's been doing it since day one. And the thing is, he's been doing it under the highest amount of scrutiny. Like that's the only reason why I don't even have an argument over who better or whatever, that whole Jordan LeBron thing, because like Jordan ain't had the scrutiny that James had, and James held it down, bro. Like we all looked at LeBron James coming out of high school. We told him he's gonna be the greatest. This, that, and the third, and LeBron has met every expectation we put on him all the way up until now. 38 years old, still playing in the NBA, about to play another 2 years, and play with his son. Like, I don't know. I say LeBron. And he got it, and then somebody in here say Savannah, and that's a fact. Like, he got a dope ass family, he kept it together. You don't hear no smut on him. Like, when you look at LeBron, like you can look at so many different factors. Also, as a father, like a family man, even though we know what he got 82 games of the season, like you know that man in love with his family. He's an awesome role model for kids and awesome role model for fathers. Just black men, honestly, all around.
Well said. DJ
Very much
Special.
so. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm a rock with Bron. I don't want to get into the Jordan LeBron debate, but I'm a rock with Bron. Only I don't hear enough about Serena. Even though I know she's like big, she's put women on a whole nother, little black girls. Tennis is probably one of the few sports that women can get into where you can be like big. You know what I'm saying? So for what she's done for black women, for little black girls, period. Bar none, but I don't hear enough about her other side of things in order for me to, other than a commercial here, a TV appearance there, a couple interviews.
And not to
I don't hear enough.
Not to cut you, D, but who's the one that has the baby with that? Ain't Serena the one with the white husband? We really doing this?
I mean, yeah, I think she do. Yeah, I think she do. As a matter of fact, I think she do.
I don't know, bro. Like, we might be having this whole culture conversation for her and trying to put her in a spot, and she might not feel the fucking same way we feel. And she might wish she was like, I'm just being real. Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
Keep it a bean. But just for me, it's definitely Bron. Like with the affordable homes, if you want to call them affordable, I still think that's bullshit when they say that. But affordable homes, the school, like the charity, all that, how he carries himself, how he represents his family and, whatever. And then, to achieve what he has achieved for as long as he's been achieving it, you kind of got to give it to him in this one. You know, now I still don't think he's got. I think his shoes are garbage, but that's just me.
You don't got no Bron.
I ain't got none, zero, and will no.
I would never buy. I ain't gonna say I've never
Never
buy.
pair of bras. Unless I was actually hooping, maybe, possibly, because I don't want to mess up no J's to hoop in, but, you know.
That's messed up.
I'm just being honest, bro. Just keep it in the buck. I'll cut the grass in a pair of bronze, bro.
Damn. Now they had a few. They had some joints that came out in the Miami colors. I forgot which one they were. I don't
There's some decent colorways, but I'm just saying, if you told me, hey, we going out tonight, I'm not reaching for the bronze.
There you go.
She just cool, like she cool to kind of inspire the little black girls to want to play tennis. But I don't know. From the looks of it, it ain't been too many that went out there, played, and said, "This is what I want to do." We got Coco Golf. We got probably two. Like, you got to think she's 20 years in. Like, she is a GOAT. She is a legend. She's top dog in her field. But like all this time, I've only seen one or two come right behind her. So I don't know. I mean, I ain't gonna say more ain't coming or there ain't little black girls being inspired to play, but I think if you start seeing more little black girls want to play tennis, I don't think it's going to be off the influence of none of the Williams sisters. I think it's going to be Coco Golf and the other little, like, the mixed joint.
Oh, the new young joints, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? I think those are going to be the ones that inspire and really start moving the minority young women in towards the. It wasn't Serena and it wasn't Venus, and outside of the court, like I don't
outside of the court. But to speak on that, Drew, is like I think there has to be one before there could be two. You know what I'm saying? So we got one now. We got 1.5. I mean, we had two, the sisters. Now we got like 1.5. So I think. Eventually, you know what I'm saying, the numbers will go up. But you got, like to play in the tennis circuit, you gotta have bread.
Yeah, you gotta. So they gotta see that talent in you and sponsor you. Cause that yeah, I know. It's very expensive, bro. That ain't no. Put your kid on the court and tell him shoot and dribble the ball every day. Like, you gotta go find those type of facilities to even practice, dude. That a tennis court is not at every park. You know what I mean? So.
Right.
I gotta search that type of thing out, but I don't know.
That's like gymnastics, bro. It falls in line with that kind of stuff, bro. You gotta put bread into that effort.
Yes, sir. I agree. Yes, sir.
So I think it's going to, us getting a bigger foothold in tennis, that's just going to take more time, I think.
But it's coming because I like Coco and I like that other young lady.
It's going to take more money. It's going to take some more money. More people got that opportunity to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they just going to have it more accessible.
Yeah. I think Serena's influence is still growing. But like you said, we are seeing more of that in, this next generation. It took a while. Like, and again, like, because it takes so much to get into these circuits, like, it's one of those sports. It's not as fast as a sport as basketball and football is for us. You know what I mean? So it does take a minute before we actually see the effects. We're just now seeing it. You know what I mean? So it's not really a super fair matchup for it and stuff. I mean, Serena has been involved in a bunch of other stuff, but as far as like culture-wise in comparison with LeBron, it's not even close. Like everything that y'all mentioned with LeBron having the school from sneakers to him, he did the new Space Jam. You know what I mean? He's got his own Space Jam shoes. You know what I mean? So his influence and his brand is just bigger at this point. You know what I mean? So and he's the face of NBA. You know what I mean? So
and LeBron ain't let you down too often.
Right.
Like he clutch, bro. Like he's definitely
except in the finals. Ouch.
I'm not a LeBron fan.
One or two times.
I respect him.
That's who you got.
I'm gonna go with LeBron. Like you said, his brand bigger, so I'm gonna go with LeBron. Even though I did put Serena on the, I'm gonna go with LeBron.
No, it definitely makes sense to have her on this list. I don't know who else we would have matched her with, but you know,
Yeah,
she does feel like definitely the face of tennis. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you say her name at arena, like she is recognizable. You know what I mean? Like you know who she is and stuff. You know where she come from, and you know, and her influence. So
yeah.
So we got LeBron James going to the next round. All right, so we got our last matchup here. We got 50 Cent versus Jay-Z. Where we going?
I'm going first. Get this out the way. I'm going with Hove. I know I brought 50 up, but I'm going with Hove. Hove went through all the bumps and bruises first. Hove's done it with the most class. Hove's had, I don't know. I'm going with Hove, bro. Hove is literally like, him, I'd say he's more the pioneer, more things. I'm going with Hove. I can't even really elaborate. I just know Hove. And 50's trying to follow his footsteps. I don't know, though. Hove don't got no production. Hold up. Let me pump my brakes. Hove don't got no production. Hove got the music. Hove got the clothing. Hove got... Nah, I'm going with Hove. Hove got title. Hove had title, made his bag off that. Hove done ran through 3 different alcohols. Like, nah, I'm going with Hove. I'm going with Jay.
Nope, same here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jay.
I'm going with Jay.
Yeah, I'm going with Jay, dog. I know I brought 50 up, but Jay,
yeah. I mean, what can I say? I mean, not to knock 50 at all and stuff. Like his influence is big. Like it's still current. I feel like we like Jay-Z a lot of times for some of the stuff he does outside of music on his business stuff or whatever. I think with 50 Cent, he's all tight. And, you know, like, you know, get on the track and like smoke it like he never left, like better than the last time. You know what I mean?
And still get on the track still with all these guys going on and still
get busy.
Like
50 still sounds like 50 from like when we was coming up, which is kind of cool, but it also was like, you know what I mean?
I haven't even heard of it. And I don't even care to.
After the massacre, I was done.
After that,
after the massacre.
I'm saying the theme song, The Power, like he does all the theme songs for all his shows. You know what I mean? So like, I
give him one here and there, but he ain't gonna give you. He's not gonna give you a sellout album.
I never even seen the show, so I don't even know no new 50.
See, man. See, y'all. They're not
and for
good.
the record, the Power theme song was like that was Joe. Joe made that song. 50 Cent. Nobody remembers the verse. All they know is the hook.
Fat Joe?
No, Joe does sing.
Oh, don't do that.
I did know the verse.
50 little view bugging. I'm about to say 50 little verses hard on that shit. Don't do that. He killed that shit, D.
They don't even let it. They don't even let it play. They let it like. I ain't even seen the show. I'm talking smack right now. I'm really talking smack right now because I got the song and I play it on my mixes occasionally. So I'm not.
If the show were to come on right now, I might get the jumping right in with their ass. I'm trying to tell you. I can't think of how to start it, but I know the words to that shit, bro. That joint was hard.
Yeah. Right. They should have put Fabulous on it. It would have been better.
Oh, you would have played on that joint.
Yo, so yeah, I'm gonna have to say Hov though, like all around. If 50 had went up against anybody else, it probably would have been a better swing for 50. But when you put 50 against Hov, granted they both two moguls, but he ain't moving like 50. I mean, like Jay moving.
He should have went against Tyler Perry.
I think that would have been better because I think when we talk about it, like, what does Jay-Z have out right now that's like currently in the culture? Like, y'all don't watch the show, but the shows are pretty heavy in the culture right now. Like, just because one out of 4 of us ain't watching it don't mean like it ain't making a splash and like people are talking about it. Like when
I mean, but no, let's think about that statistically though. If of all of us who watches it, it's what, 5 of us here? 4 of us on the joint, and none of us watching. That speaks volume.
That doesn't speak anything. That's not enough samples
Yeah,
at all.
yeah, I love it. They all hard. You've never seen them, B? No, y'all, nobody's. I've seen them.
I ain't watched none of them.
I've seen them.
I don't watch a lot. I'm a bad example because I don't watch a lot of TV. No way. You know what I'm saying? Like me and TV ain't friends for real. But so
I want to say, as far as the influence on how like hood culture, like there's a bunch of hood movies you'll see on like Tubi or like some of these new streaming platforms that's coming on and stuff. This 50 Cent run that he's doing is kind of like the blueprint for those and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And not to say that it's great because there's some parts that are a little iffy and stuff, whatever. But sometimes it makes compelling TV. I'll say that. Like people will see,
drama.
you know what I mean? So
it's all drama.
I'd have to hold on. I think Jazz is coming in to say something. Yes, go ahead.
50 Cent didn't start this. If we think back, like back with State Property with Dame Dash and Jay-Z.
Yeah, he did. No.
Hood movies.
Was that Jay or was that Dame?
That was both.
That was both of them. Yeah, I think the first one was Streets is Watching.
Not paper. Was it Paper Hustlers or something? What was it? Was some?
Because Streets is Watching.
I had matter of fact, they gave
before that, Grizz. Before that, like this is before Kanye. Yeah, I think Streets is Watching came out like 95.
When Reasonable Doubt around that time.
Yeah, Reasonable Doubt came after that. So Streets is Watching was the movie to go along with the album.
Okay, well, when we talking about influence, how many more movies like that have came out since like that?
Shit, none that I can think of.
So it didn't have a real. It's classic for us because we can look back and be like, oh snap! Remember when Jay-Z and Rockefeller did that? It's
right, but when you start thinking about it like that, that put in place that a rapper can make a movie or a TV show. Because Streets of Watching was dope.
MC Hammer definitely had cartoons and stuff or whatever. So I mean, rappers been
MC
doing
Hammer
it.
had a cartoon and a movie. He had a movie too.
He sure did. So, but that was before the 2000s and stuff or whatever. So
yeah.
Nah, those were different. Like those movies were the cartoon and the movie was about him. These guys were more on the production tip, showing you the streets aspect and doing that. Like, I don't know, bro. I ain't damn sure. Fuck MC Hammer. What?
Yeah, MC Hammer had a movie, dog. And it was decent.
Yeah. Now, I'm just saying he wasn't the first. Like the rappers that we grew up with ain't the first ones to do it. But
I mean, but to have like that, I mean, the first one, if you had to really think about it, was Cube. He's the only one I could think of that was like the first rapper to like do a movie and then have like a little series and a sitcom. Not sitcom. Yeah, did he have a sitcom? But like he had more than just the rap career, and he had his hands in writing and putting out stories and all that kind of stuff. He just went the family route where are we there yet or stuff like that, but. He still had the hood movies. He started off with the hood movies. Players Club. That was him.
Yeah.
But the Fridays, obviously.
Was that him?
No, that was him. No, that was him. Q wrote that. I thought
DJ Pooh.
Yeah, matter of fact, do he even write the movies? Because I thought John Singleton and Pooh be writing the movies, bro. Do he be writing the movies?
Yeah, I think he has a team.
Yeah, hell, but yeah, I think he had pieces in it though. I think he wrote. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, but my pick was 50, but we can move Jay-Z to the next round. Just keep it going.
They say Players Club was written and directed by Ice Cube.
I think you're getting this messed up with Boys in the Hood. I think.
Yeah, Boys in the Hood was John Singleton.
Yeah.
But DJ Pooh had something on with Friday though. Yeah.
But he wrote Friday with Cube. Because I remember I saw an interview where Cube said he wrote Friday in his living room.
Who?
Cube.
With him and John Singleton? Or Pooh?
No, Pooh.
Ice Cube.
Wrote it with who?
He wrote it. He wrote the plot and everything in his living room.
But for Friday, and they say Friday was shot on 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The whole movie was shot on 2 blocks.
Yeah, that's crazy. I also moving on to round 2. We got the Illuminati special. So we got Beyonce, Barack Obama, LeBron James, and Jay-Z going against each other in round 2. We're gonna take a quick music break real quick, and then we'll be right back to see who gets next to the final round. All right, let's go. All right, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back in. Talk That Talk Radio, FMF Radio. DJ Special J, Tony Ducks. Looks like we got Grizz that dropped off. Grizz, call back in when you get a chance, man. Gotta put you back in here. We gotta get this round 2 out the way. We finally made it to round 2, y'all. All right, so on round 2, we got Beyonce going against Barack Obama, and then we got LeBron James going against Jay-Z. Or do y'all want to mix that up a little bit? What do y'all think? Everybody on stage, where y'all at?
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with what it is because
Was proved to me that I was
Yeah,
right.
I think y'all should.
Well, that's really funny that you have that secret.
it don't matter.
You said it don't matter? All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Like, there was
Once
All
the
right,
brackets
so-
is made, however they fall, they fall. You don't get to shuffle.
being the same.
This is true. This is true. This is true. In real life, that don't happen, right? All right, so Beyonce versus Barack Obama, who's had the most influence over the past 20 years in Black culture? Who you got?
Obama.
He wasn't listening as much.
Obama. Through your obligation, you must say Obama.
I mean, not even under my obligation. I just think he had a, his influence is going to be forever and ever and ever. I mean, you think about it, he's in school books now, 100%. When Beyonce is gone and forgotten about, which will be forever and ever and ever, a long time from now, but there will still be talk about the first Black president.
And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, he's gonna find me.
Okay.
This is going to be super awesome.
Now, you got anything to say to that?
Back to where we really
Like I feel like Beyonce did a lot, like what she brought, like with the shoes, the clothes, the music, even the stuff that she acted in. Y'all said she got the charity thing. It's a tough one for me, but because like DJ said, like Barack in school books, like his joint that's ever and ever.
I mean, I can see the other side as far as like pop culture. When you talk pop culture, then that's a different ball game, right? But I think
it's spilled out of pop culture because she's involved in politics too. When you come to like prison reform and helping out people, and
let's be honest, like a lot of that stuff that she tried to get to happen wouldn't happen without Barack. Because at the time she was making those moves, Barack was the president.
What else?
Great, but all right.
What else does she got with the prison reform stuff? What else is she doing? Like I don't really know. I'm not a follower, so I'm just asking, like, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Specifically, I couldn't tell you specifically. I know that her and Jay-Z lobbied to get, some people, some Black people that were in prison, like people that got ridiculous sentences and stuff like that. I know that they had some doing in that, but specifically just her, I don't know. Other than the foundation, I don't know.
So are we saying like the stuff that her and Jay-Z doing together is just Jay-Z stuff? Or are we
not saying that.
I
I don't know who said that.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't know of anything specifically. Like I can say I heard Beyonce did this. I can't tell you that.
I would say I don't think we should also say that she's going to be forgotten about because she's also made history in different ways than Obama has. You know what I mean? When we talk about artists, she's definitely won like the highest honors you can as a music artist. You got
Right.
You're talking about Grammys, and
I think she'll be an icon. I think she'll be an icon for a very long time. But there will come a time where she will not be talked about anymore. Think about it. When the last time you heard anything about Aretha Franklin?
I hear about it all the time because we got people that's not losing the recipes and mention the people who they got it from. It's like I'm still in the music, so like we still get a lot of people that's comparing stuff to Whitney, and you can't talk about Whitney without talking about Aretha. You know what I mean? So when we talk
when you talk about, but when you talk about the line, then yeah, sure, you can talk about that. But that conversation of,
I want to say, since we all involved in music, I don't think there's ever going to be a time where Beyonce is not going to be brought up. That's just her influence. Her influence has just been too strong in that aspect and stuff. So to say she's going to be forgotten about is mad disrespectful. But also to say that
I'm not saying she's going to be. I'm talking about. I'm not saying that she's going to be forgotten about.
Also because Barack Obama is going to be one little brown face and a million other white folks that come after him. You know,
and that one brown face.
If we continue with presidency and stuff, or whatever. Because like I said, everybody don't have the same starting point that Barack had, and there was a lot of things moving in place in his favor that made that happen. Just like with every president, like if y'all look it up, all the presidents are related in some kind of way and stuff. That's not a conspiracy. That's just the truth. But there's a thing about it that we want to talk about influence. There's more artists now that are doing or trying to do the Beyonce model and stuff or whatever. So, and then also when we talk about her accomplishments and what she's done, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Jazz wants to say something real quick. Go ahead.
Can I go real quick? Who am I talking to? Who was this that was just talking?
It's DJ Special J, Tony Duxon.
Okay, DJ. I think it was DJ. I'm coming, baby. Give me a second. Okay, baby. It's fine. Real quick, DJ, because I just heard you. You just said she's gonna be forgotten. Question for you. Are you ready for the question?
I'm always ready.
Okay. Did Barack Obama just go to Beyonce's Renaissance tour?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see your point.
Oh, you don't have to see the point, baby. That's my point. My point is she is the celebrity. That's just like Prince's son, not Blanket. Yeah, it was Blanket. No, it was Prince, Michael Jackson's son.
Yeah.
He said last weekend that the only person comparable to his daddy, Michael Jackson, right now is Beyonce. You can't even put Beyonce and Aretha together because, I mean, her voice is different. But as far as an entertaining icon, to say Beyonce is going to be forgotten, babe, come on.
Okay. So, all right. So don't do that. Don't do that. Let's just clarify this real quick, okay? When you go to the Black History Museum, you will see Beyonce and you will see Barack Obama. But when you talking about the one, the highest achievement that most people think that you can achieve is to become the president. That's one. And then two, when we're talking about historical facts of people talking about things that happened in history. So when you take a history lesson, Beyonce won't be in there.
Oh, that's a lie.
I don't think so.
That's 100%. That's 100% truth. When you take history, now if you take music history, that's one thing.
It's going to be social studies because she's also involved in different parts of politics too.
Yeah, but she's not so heavily involved that she's going to be in somebody's history book. She's not that heavily involved.
It depends on who writing.
It also depends on if they let our Black stories go in history books. So you can't use that, babe.
Maybe if Barack Obama's influence was a little bit stronger, we would have that happen. But we see stuff getting taken out of history books right now that are involved with Black people. But
because I do get your point.
But his influence, is so strong.
You have a great point. Your great point is Barack Obama is never going to be forgotten because he was the first Black president. I get that point. But you're talking about on our culture. You say on our culture, as in Black culture, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're talking about influence, when was the last time Barack Obama was president? Because we're just talking about just straight influence. They're both living right now. When the last time you heard from Barack Obama?
Just heard from him the other day. He called me Thursday.
What was he doing?
He called me Thursday.
He was at the concert.
Yeah. He was in the news for something else too, but yeah.
He was in the news. I do remember his chef drowned. Unfortunately, I remember that.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, because his chef came from the Navy, I think. But
You need too much.
Shut up, man. Like, stop, man. Stop. I'm coming back. But that's my point to you. If you're talking about the culture,
but yeah,
even
in the culture, I got you. In the culture of black
saw when
people.
Beyonce did Formation at the Super Bowl. Did you watch that?
So you bringing up these things, right? That over time, we're talking about over time. We're not talking about like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years.
Of black culture. You're not talking about in the future.
Yeah,
you're talking about 25 years.
Put it this way: your kids do not know Whitney Houston did the Super Bowl, and probably won't know that she did the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's a lie because I told them.
You told them exactly, but when you were talking about with the world pressing forward, those stories, even the stories of our history over time, fade away. So when we're talking about moving. And I'm not talking like 10 years, 20 years, something like that. She's going to be remembered for a very, very long time. You know who will never not be talked about? Barack Obama.
25 years of black culture, who pushed it forward? That's what the title of this says, correct?
Mm-hmm. So when I say that, if you ask me who had the bigger impact to the black culture.
I said has to black culture.
That would be, for me, Barack Obama. It gets no higher than that.
He pushed it forward.
I guess for as a man or woman type, I don't know.
It has nothing to do with sex. If it was Kamala Harris, I would say Kamala, but I'm just being honest.
No,
yeah,
he's in the military, so he's got a little bias there. But
well, I'm saying if you said Michelle, I'm like, sure, yeah.
Yeah, Michelle too. I mean, but Michelle is the first lady. She's not the vice president or the president. If Michelle became the president, I would say Michelle. And I would say Michelle over Obama if she became the president because she's a woman. Because that means she broke some serious barriers down. If he was able to do it, if Biden died today and Kamala Harris became the president, she would be above Barack Obama based on whatever her presidential situation became. Like whatever she did in her seat, she would become that because as a black woman, it gets no higher than that. Because every barrier that could have ever been broken, you just did it.
No matter what.
Again, it's not a no matter what thing and stuff, whatever. Because again, it's just aspirational stuff. It's not pushing anything forward. Aspiration doesn't push somebody forward.
Yes, it does. You have to be inspired to have an aspiration to do something. That's all it is. That's how that works. So you've seen it happen. If you can see it, then it sounds so cliche. Then you think you can achieve it. Now, whether it's truth or not is to be determined. But you can always get inspired to aspire to do something else.
Okay. All right. So how many more blackish presidents are we gonna have?
Don't do that. Just say black.
No. I'm saying blackish because we got more people running right now that are under the guise of like, hey, I'm also a person of color. Because you guys let so and so in or whatever, I should be in, but they're not black in the way that we're saying that.
No, the culture saying black, yeah.
You said black.
No, I'm talking black influence in the actual culture because we got people that are darker skinned, but they're not part of the black culture. If that makes sense. Not to say that they're not black, but they're not black culture. You know what I mean? It's not taking away from anybody's blackness. The thing is, we got an influence, right? And we're saying that Barack Obama's influence has been greater than Beyonce's influence in the past 20 years.
Who sung at the inauguration of Barack Obama?
Oh my gosh.
I just can we look that up, y'all? Who sung it? Who was asked to sing there even though the singer of the song was living at the time? Who was asked to sing? Huh?
So you telling me that just because she was hired to do something, that makes her better than the achievement of the person that did it?
Crystal J.
So
I'm just saying.
I'll say this during the height.
You talking about? I'm just saying. It says 25 years of Black culture. Who pushed it forward? All I'm saying is the proof is in the pudding. That I'm saying. I get your point. I think your point is very valid because he's always going to be in a history book. But if we're talking about history book for white people or 25 years of Black culture for Black people, I'm gonna say
even in 25. Okay, so look, in 25 years of Black people, if someone asked me, hey, young person, here's Beyonce and here's Barack Obama, you should go be Barack Obama, not Beyonce. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And I think that if you was to say go be an entertainer versus go be the president, nah.
That's the thing. Okay. Because you saying entertaining is with a whole bunch of entertainers, entertaining is easy.
I'd rather be.
I'm not saying that it's easy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you was to try to tell a child to go do something, would you tell them to go be an entertainer, or would you tell them to go try to be the president?
I was trying to be an artist.
Well, question.
Or if they were trying to be the president.
Listen real quick. If you went to any school, and be honest with this. If you went to any school right now and you asked any child without leading them to say something, what they gonna say they want to be?
That very per child. But if you really want to talk about what we've been brainwashed to think, is that you have to be an entertainer or an athlete.
I'm not saying what we've been brainwashed to think, but if you ask a child what they want to be. You talking about 25 years of Black culture. If you ask a child today at a school what they want to be, whose name's going to come up quicker?
The entertainer's name. Any of them. Easy.
Okay, then. So that's my point.
Is your influence right?
Huh?
I'm saying strictly on what the title says. I get what you're saying, and it's a great point. Because he's always going to be etched. He's always going to be etched. Obama is never not gonna be said.
My thing is, what do we do now because of Obama? What do we do now? What changed in our culture right now because of Obama? And if we want to talk about like for us that's in music, how has it changed our approach to our artistry and stuff? Whatever, did it just give us that aspiration? Because none of us wanted to be president. You know what I mean? Most of us have kids, but
I will say though, to just that point. None of us want to be president. I'm saying your point, just I got your back, brother. The reason why none of us wanted to be president was because we never saw somebody like us being president. So that point is great. That's a great point. Because like they said, you have to hope and aspire to something. If I see somebody that looks like me, I can do that.
I ain't gonna think it's attainable.
Oh, no, I see things differently. Because I don't understand, because as all of us as artists, we constantly make things out of nothing. Like nobody saw the lyrics that we saying. Nobody sees the vision that we seen until we put it in paper and put in things or whatever.
But if rap had never happened, if like let's say any kind of music that is Afro dominated, right? If someone hadn't made it and it didn't go as far as it went, then you would have never thought of it. You would have been doing country music. You see what I'm saying? Like we came up with something and it took off, and now everybody thinks it's a way to be great. But it had to start from somewhere.
All right.
Hip hop didn't just appear. The history of hip hop started out in the slums of New York, with kids just trying to do something with themselves throughout the day. And then now we have this multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar industry off of really kids just goofing off. And then it never really became a big deal until the industry picked it up, and all of a sudden, oh snap, I can really get paid off of this, or I can really be famous off of this. Somebody had to become famous first, though. Somebody had to kick that door down, and once the door got kicked, we in there, dog.
Word. Okay.
It is going to be a difference with the president, though, simply because that surpasses our culture, because it's the whole United States. They got to vote.
I can agree.
Okay. I mean, I'm going with Beyonce. So
I mean, I went with Beyonce too. So, but my vote don't count.
Yeah, I will put this out there because I'm hung up on pushing Black culture forward, and I always struggle to see where Barack did that, especially when like during the song, it was a real emotional song during the song where it was a lot of police shootings and killings going on, and during that song, it was a energy charged time doing music. This is all during the same time where you had Beyonce perform at the Super Bowl, and then with the information making a bunch of people mad. You know what I mean? Because she was had a this on full scale there. Within that span, you also had Barack Obama speaking out about it, but in the background signing bills that protect police even more. You know what I mean? So it was he's always just been a contradiction to me. You know what I mean? And you can say like, oh, he's a politician and stuff or whatever. That's fine. Be a politician, but you being I don't understand why we would accept that from anybody else that we aspire to be. And just accept that. Like I don't get that, because if anybody else did some snake stuff like that to us and stuff with that'd be a problem. You know what I mean? But we're allowed to do that. We're allowed for him to do all kind of stuff or whatever and say nice little cute things to us, and in the background, actually the actual action that could have helped the culture. You know what I mean? Actual things that could have pushed the culture forward. The stuff that we're dealing with now, the reason why there's a racial wealth gap, which he benefits from because he's on the other side of that, you know what I mean, and didn't really do anything to help bridge that gap. That didn't push the culture forward. They gave us something pretty to look at with his family. Like, yeah, that's great to see a Black family in a White House and everything, but it just kept us dreaming. And I don't think keeping us dreaming and not having any action is pushing the culture forward. I think what Beyonce has done, like she has definitely made things more accessible for other artists. She's given artists platforms. Like I know there was some people in the chat talking about whether she writes or stuff or whatever. She's giving people opportunities to be in the room to write for her, to write with her. You know what I mean? And as an artist, as an entertainer, so that's dope. I would love to work, with somebody on that scale. That would be dope and stuff. And she's given plenty of artists that time and stuff or whatever. So when we talk about, oh, she doesn't write her own stuff or whatever, she writes a lot of her stuff or whatever, but she also gives opportunities on that scale and stuff or whatever, which is pushing the culture forward. That has spring forward a bunch of other artists and stuff. We got Chloe and Halle. Like their rise and extension is just like a matter of time. You know what I mean? Like they've been doing stuff in the background for a minute and stuff. So we got artists that have been directly influenced from her and that are directly beneath her. And I feel like when we talk about Obama and his influence, the people that are directly under him and have been influenced by him, like I don't think we get Joe Biden as president without Barack Obama, but Joe Biden isn't our culture. So when we talk about his influence, he influenced outside of Black culture. And I think it was way stronger out there because it influenced people to vote a certain way. And then also other people that aren't in Black culture to have an opportunity in politics on a higher level and be represented. Like, I can't pronounce the dude's name, but he's one of the dudes that's running right now. And he's, pretty much using it off the guise of the door that was opened by Barack Obama. It's not because it's not because of any influence that he had on Black people that we have that right now. You know what I mean? So that's my spin on that, man. I'm going with Beyonce. Ball game Danny, what's up?
Yo, what it do?
Yo, they told me not to let you up, but we ain't here.
Hey, hold on, I got a question. So who's been said? Ain't you gonna say LeBron James?
We talking about LeBron's going to be in the next one. We got LeBron going against Jay-Z. We ain't on that one yet. We on Beyonce versus Barack right now. I think we still need some votes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who you got?
I don't know. That's kind of hard for real. I'm gonna go with Beyonce though.
You ain't got no reason?
I don't think niggas really fuck with Barack like that.
It's me. I'm niggas. Yeah.
I feel like more of the older generation fucks with him. The newer, like our part of the generation don't really fuck with him. I mean, he was the first person I voted for, but
facts.
I ain't vote the second time.
Actually, you want to keep it a spade? I was out of the country. I couldn't vote.
Nigga, you voted for him. So he pretty much let you down. That's really all this come from. He just let you down.
I don't want to get. Hey, we'll have a. Hey, look. If y'all have a Barack Obama conversation, hit me up. I'll jump in on that one. But I don't want to prolong this with a Barack Obama debate. So let's just keep going.
No, understood.
Yeah. No, it's not so much of a letdown. It's like I'm really looking at his influence, and when I see his influence,
and I can see that you talk about his influence across the entire culture. So Beyonce's it has influenced everything from fashion to injustices, political. So if you're talking a grandeur of culture, then I can roll with that, and I can and in that right I can be swayed. Because all he did was achieve the highest achievement that people think you can achieve. But, as far as the culture and everything that is included in the culture, I can agree that he probably hasn't touched as much as Beyonce has.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Beyonce definitely won. Van, why you vote for him?
Why did I vote for him? Because he was a beacon of hope.
Right. Why wouldn't you?
I was so like everybody else. Everybody else thought he was a beacon of hope.
Well, I think, here we go. See, people, it gets to this thing where people thought he was supposed to be the savior of black folk, and you got to think he's a black man operating in a white man's world. So, in a white dominated world, so you got to pick and choose. You got to pick and choose those battles that you fight. And the things that he was, and you got to think he's a Democrat that was in a Republican led, Congress at the time, right? So everything that he was trying to throw to help, and you got to think he can't, in a white dominated area, you cannot say I'm doing this for black people. You can't do it. They're going to shoot it down every time. So you got to navigate that space with some kind of that's why I like Barack, because he was able to navigate that space and make it sound like, oh, it's for everybody. But nah, he had to help everybody, and in helping everybody, he helped black people. Because how many black people didn't have health insurance?
I think when we talk about helping everybody, it helps. It
helped black people by helping everybody. He helped black people.
It doesn't. The reason why it doesn't, because there's already a racial wealth gap that exists. So if you give everybody $500, we still in the same spot. So
but you
got black people
the president has no major influence on the wealth gap. The president himself does not press that.
He can't.
You know what I'm saying?
My reparations. I'm gonna
you wasn't gonna get reparations. That wasn't gonna happen. You could bank on that. Reparations is a dead subject. It's never gonna happen. They don't even have the means to do it right now.
That's a lie. They literally sending Ukraine money right now, billions. I can't even imagine having $1 billion for them to send right now with
right. No. Hear me out, my boy. My guy, hear me out. Barack Obama himself, there was no way that Barack Obama himself could sign a bill to make a check happen for reparations. Barack Obama, you can't personalize it to one person. He could not. It was no way that he could influence those people to make that happen. No way at all.
Well, nigga, try.
Look,
and then he wasn't the president no more.
Not only try, Not
Nah,
only
he
try,
got
but
that second term. He's supposed to do whatever the fuck he want.
it's not even
Nah,
a
it don't
check.
work like that.
When you sign
Wait,
stuff
hold
like
up,
the
hold
Blue
up, hold
Alert,
up,
when you sign stuff like the Blue
hold
Alert
up.
Act during the height of Black Lives Matter and stuff or whatever, that's not helping Black people. That's helping people in law enforcement that are the other side of Black Lives Matter. That's not helping pushing the culture and stuff. That's not even helping the racial wealth gap. That's not helping none of that stuff or whatever. But there's other things that you can do besides write a check that can help alleviate the damage that was done through slavery, right? Because that's the thing. That's the reason why we have a such thing
Man,
as a
hold up,
first Black
man.
president, because there was so many systemic things in the way of that happening and stuff. And the reason
How
we
did
have
we get on
is a lot of things to one, give us that aspiration and stuff or whatever, and keep us asleep on certain things so that we don't try to fight against system. Because it's just like having a white friend that says like, oh, I got a Black friend, so I can't be racist. That was America's Black friend. Go ahead, Dux. My bad.
Okay. I don't know how I fell off. I don't know what happened. What was the votes again?
We ain't even been.
We still waiting for yours.
I think Beyonce's winning because, like I said, I flipped because we're talking about culture as a whole, not just one particular aspiration of it. So if you look at culture as a whole, like when I say culture, like fashion, the political side, your influence across, like to Black people, across the, the masses, then you kind of got to give it to Beyonce, even though he has a great achievement culturally. I don't think he outdoes her in that right. You talk about the entire culture, all aspects of culture.
Barack only Black because of Michelle.
All right. Well, second, why the fuck y'all let this nigga in the building?
Hey, he
Why
family.
y'all let
Why you mad? Because I said earlier.
This nigga came in 2 hours late. And he want to jump in the
You ain't even let me know though.
Type shit. Your notifications need to be on. Everybody in the chat, if your notifications was on, if you're here because of your notifications, I appreciate you.
Thanks.
I can't see
notifications
everything.
gotta be on. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, so what we at? Y'all said Beyonce won, so where we at on the next bracket, man? Let's just go ahead and move this on.
Yeah,
man. Reparations and
this could be a revolving.
Yeah, LeBron James versus Jay-Z. Who y'all got?
Jay-Z.
Dang. Okay. Anybody else?
I got Bron. Easy.
Easy, all right. Anybody else?
That nigga Jigga.
Who opening
Grizz,
school?
who you got?
School, man.
Man, that's fuck. Oh, Jay-Z, bro. I'm tripping. Give a damn about no LeBron. Jay-Z.
Hey.
Fuck his shoes. Give me some S-Dots and I'm cool.
Oh, hell no.
Y'all wilding right now.
Not the S-Dots.
Give me some S-Dots and I'm cool.
This is definitely LeBron on this one, yo.
Right.
There's
Jay-Z didn't start doing shit till late.
Like,
true.
Like I want to say LeBron's influence is still being felt like at this moment. You know what I mean? Like
Jay was one of the ones that put LeBron in, help him be in this position to do all this.
Last I checked, the verse said LeBron is rock.
What? It ain't help nothing.
All right, you tripping, bro. He put him in after he was the first one that was put him on. He had him. He was Rock Nation or on that Rock.
Yeah, he was Rock Nation. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I remember that.
You tripping, bro?
LeBron was already LeBron. It ain't like he
said, "How many billionaires
LeBron was
did I
already
make?"
LeBron. He was just riding the wave.
How many billionaires did I make? 3. Counting LeBron.
He had LeBron under the wing right out of high school. That's the thing, right out of high school. That's my thing. It ain't like he jumped on a wave after LeBron was 2 rings, 1 ring in. Nah, he he had that. He believed in him. He put him in certain positions to help him pop. Like, and it's of him big him up to this day.
Do you think
That's little brother says big brother.
Do you think JD's influence is still bigger than LeBron's at this point, though, even though he set him up in that position? I think that can definitely happen.
I mean, you got to look at it like this. I don't think LeBron's is going to necessarily fall off, especially anytime soon. But, I mean, Jake's still doing it, and he's 50. And who knows how much longer he going to keep doing it. Like, how many... There's like they doing like Jay's still doing his thing, bro, and he has so many different avenues where you can still hear his name.
Right, that dude is a business in and of himself. Like, I got employees. Oh yeah, well, I mean, he is selfish as shit, but we didn't get into that. Hey, look, if you ain't about the business, I can't rock with you. Hence the reason why Rockefeller's no longer around. I'm just saying.
I don't see LeBron giving up no money.
I think he just look out for himself more.
If you can't evolve, then JD's thing was like, if you can't evolve, then you can't be around me. He wanted people that was going to evolve. If you couldn't evolve, then you couldn't.
I don't think he looks out for everyone. I think he just looks out more for himself.
Dame said that, and I can believe that to some degree. I think Jay-Z puts people in a place to be great, and if you don't run with it, like same thing with 50. 50 put people in position, and if you can't run with it, then you kind of short. I gave you I threw you the oop.
Yeah,
if you can't run with the oop,
happen, you on your own like that. It might
right.
Square for you. That's all. But he do.
That's how I saw it.
That's crazy. Niggas really be sweeping all the shitty shit that Jay-Z do under the rug. That shit crazy.
Well, the ball game. Could we talking about his influence on the coach? His influence on the coach. So, you know, his other stuff aside or whatever. How has it pushed like the coach?
I mean, the only thing I could see is like, you know, he cheated on Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the shit that happened between him and Dame. But I think Dame, that was self-inflicted on Dame because Dame was still trying to be a street dude. And
brought Dipset in without really getting on. Like, there's more of a backstory to it, bro. Like, you feel me? And regardless, at the end of the day, nobody that worked or did anything or was around Jay can't say they never made money around Jay, bro. Everybody ate him.
Everybody ate. Everybody in state property ate. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, Bleak was supposed to take Jay's spot and he didn't.
Bro, that's why a lot of people he had issues with back in the days, they all come around and either deal with him, have a good rapport with him, or can say like, nah, they was kind of like the only person that can't see eye to eye with him, and it's only one person, bro, is Dame. And Dame Wop is like the brokest nigga out of all of them, bro. Because he and it's because of how far that fall was. That shit.
Dame thought that Jay-Z should have gave him Rockefeller at the end of it all. He said that in an interview. He should have gave him Rockefeller, and Rockefeller would still be around. But I don't know. Maybe not.
Jay-Z is one of the ones that like he like I'm rocking with the culture. I'm rocking with the culture, and then I'm gonna switch up and make this money play. Because that's all it come down to is.
Where has he done that?
The Super Bowl shit, with title. I mean, I could go on.
How was that a switch up though?
Super Bowl shit. What you talking about? Like what? I don't get it. He had black artists up there for the halftime show. Like, like he had that whole thing where he fought for Cap. Like, I don't like what. That was to bring more notoriety to like the whole minority situation into the NFL. Like, if anything, like I don't see how that was. I don't get it.
All right, so
that's Cap was still doing that shit but whatever, man. I don't never know.
But even still, we talking straight pure culture.
I mean, that is part of the culture, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some niggas gonna see it your way and some niggas gonna see it this way. You know
That's true.
like,
no, yeah. It's an opinionated, you know what I mean, type situation. So, I mean, it don't matter. It's not a matter of right or wrong.
What's the smear on Bron, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, everything surrounding Bron pretty much is, like, positive shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bron is
trying to like actually
I think he came in
trying to actually do shit for the betterment of his people, using not only his platform but the NBA platform. Like, dude,
I mean, other than he turned into a big crybaby. I mean, yeah.
Look, I think as far as
it's a foul, ref.
He definitely changed the culture of basketball for.
Yeah, Bron already got his praise. Bron is A1. Bron is spotless. Yeah. No issues, no nothing. Like, he already got his praise. Bron is dope. Like, we're just at this point with Bron and whoever he's up against. Whenever he went against who he went against in the earlier round, like, he got all the praise. Nobody had anything negative to say about Bron and still don't. But as far as picking between him and Hove, I mean, or like that's just our answers, or and whoever might choose whatever they choose. But Bron is dope. Like,
yeah, I think definitely not going to diminish nothing that he has done, or will do, and nothing like that. I'm not diminishing it. I just think, and
he don't rest on.
I still agree on this one. Like, it's just when you talk about him against someone else, but when you talk about the golden child, oh yeah,
That's where you at.
I'm gonna go with Jay. LeBron, my guy. Like I said earlier, he like my GOAT. You know what I mean? We ain't got to get into that, DJ. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jay because I feel like Jay has meant so much to the culture for so long. You know what I mean? And LeBron is doing a lot of stuff lately. LeBron, I mean, he's been that guy since he came out, but like, he's been that guy. He's not pushing the culture forward by what he's doing, other than, he's playing basketball by the time he comes out. Like, Jay-Z got clothing lines, he got, alcohol, he got sneakers, you know what I'm saying? He got this, he got that, you know what I mean? So
is that all the culture is?
I'm gonna go sneakers.
LeBron throw up the rock. Like, LeBron's favorite artist is probably Hove. Like, that's who he looked up to. LeBron was like, and Jay was jumping. Like, Jay's been doing this way before LeBron, and is still doing it with Bron. Bron going into his 40s and Jay in his 50s.
Right.
He putting in pain right now, like, bro, and he don't gotta stop. Like, we can literally hear Jay's name until he's 75 years old with all the things he has his hands in and with the relationship he's in with who he's in that relationship with. Like, we can literally hear their names till they're 70, 75, 80 years old, bro. They're going to be going to award shows. They're going to live forever, God willing, bro. Like, they're going to be around for a while. Like,
I'm not saying they're not, but I mean, I just feel like with Bron is more actually like being more progressive as a culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z, yeah, he's been in the industry and had rock and shit like that. But
the title says the last 25 years, not
even the last 25. If you even went with the last 25 years, I would say that he has more impact because he's been doing it the whole 25 years.
Exactly.
He's just been rapping. That's it. Though.
No, he hasn't. That's why we.
Bro. He did way more than rapping.
All of the stuff I just said, all of that's part of the culture and moving the culture, and you know what I'm saying. Everything I just said, that's.
Yeah, I think Hov didn't really break his stride until like 99.
Hold on.
Besides the music, the clothes and stuff, like, I'm talking about outside of that, like the actual people.
Right.
Like, what was he doing for the actual people?
He does a lot of stuff.
Like, donating and giving back into charities and all that since.
Right.
What? Stop, bro. For a while, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. He's been doing that, especially 911. When 9/11 happened, he donated to that.
Yeah, everybody donated. Then they should have text right off.
I mean, it's always a tax write-off, but he didn't have to do it. That's the thing.
Did he not? Like, it's like he did it, but we gonna take it away from him. Like, we just asked what he do. That what he did, bro. Like, that's one of the things he did.
That was 9/11. That was America. That wasn't the culture.
bro. It's just
Well,
in general.
everything. Well, like we said earlier, with the prison reform, all of that stuff.
That
You know
shit
what I'm
was just
saying?
happening.
What you mean it's just happening? Like you saying like it's recent or
Yeah, like
like a
it
lot
took
of the
him.
stuff
It took
LeBron is doing
him
is recent.
fucking
Yo,
all this
bro,
damn
Meek Mill
time.
wouldn't even be out without him. Meek Mill probably wouldn't even be out without him.
Or a
With
lot
Meek
of other
Mill,
people. What about the
who else did he
Khalil
go
A
Brown
get?
lot
stuff?
of other people, like for
It's
real.
like 3-4 people he went and saved.
Mika
And
damn
then
clown anyway.
Hey,
he
but
got them to
is
shut
that
down
not
that. He
about if
got
he a
them.
clown? Let's move this forward, man. It ain't about if he a clown. Let's move this
Yeah,
forward.
it's personal.
All right. There we go. Yeah, we don't need part 2 of that. Y'all say that for the for the ball game.
I hope somebody writing down subjects.
5-time moment.
There we go. I had LeBron, man. I feel like when we talk about these guys, I feel like they have like a similar approach to their business acumen. I feel like LeBron definitely thinks in a similar fashion with Jay-Z, but he gives a little bit more grace as far as like how he sets up his teams, and he sets up certain people to take over stuff. You know what I mean? Like especially with the current team that he has right now, just his influence on basketball, which has a stronghold over Black culture for the past, I don't know, 30 years. You know what I mean? So that's a big, it's a huge part of Black culture. Like that's undeniable and stuff, whatever. So to have you be the head and kind of like calling the shots on how certain things play out in the biggest sport in Black culture, I don't think that's nothing to sneeze at. And then also, like, he does films too, not even just basketball. He's into producing films now. Yeah, that is more recent and stuff or whatever. And like, are they good? They'll get there. But
give him a little pass on that one.
you know what I mean? But just his influence is allowing him more reach. You know what I mean? So and his reach, his brand is still, you know, just huge.
Let's wait 10 years and then come back and have a discussion about him and versus Jay-Z.
Yo,
And we gotta think about, y'all talk about who he brought with him. Well, he made billionaires or whatever. Y'all forgetting all about LeBron team, like Rich Paul out here making everybody money. Like that whole squad, and he did it with his people from his day ones. Like Jay-Z don't have none besides Bleak, but Bleak is, you know what I'm saying?
Bleak. Nah, he got them. He got Bleak, he got Tata, he got call it that just got released from prison that he put on, that got the 50-50 contract and that got the hats and all of that. I forgot what's the name that just the dude that got released, his dog that was locked up the whole time, but now he got
his name.
Bro. Huh?
I would say I thought
Who
was cool with 99%. I thought the only one he wasn't cool with was Dame.
I personally can't remember his name. No, Tata's Tata, and then there's his other homeboy.
Oh, and Jazzo. The only one I think that Jay-Z not cool with is Dame and Jazzo.
But I'm saying, like, what is Bleak doing?
He ain't gotta do shit.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, LeBron has a team, and they have teams. It's more of a reach, but
Emory Jones.
Emory. Okay, I see.
Yeah, Emory
Jones. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like those are his day ones. So it ain't like he just left everybody in the cut. And matter of fact, it's crazy because in a way he performed at the Super Bowl and didn't even perform. He threw the Super Bowl, performed at it without even performing. What song did they perform at the Super Bowl? What song did Dr. Dre perform at the Super Bowl? DRE, right?
Right.
Who wrote that?
Jay-Z did.
Jay-Z wrote that.
Jay-Z wrote it. Still Dre? He wrote that.
He wrote that. So it's like he performed at the Super Bowl, and it's like he performed. Like that's dope. That's crazy. Like who really does that? Who's been able to do that? And that's not saying, oh, that's just one of his accolades. That's just something to throw out there that nobody else probably won't ever be able to do. And there's a lot of shit that Bron do that nobody might ever be able to do. But the whole point I think of both of their careers is to aspire and want little kids to grow up and be like them. Probably, or at least get to that point with Jay. I don't think he wants you to grow up how he grew up, but like the way he's handling business and going about certain things and putting certain people in positions, I don't know. I say Jay. And I don't take nothing from LeBron. I'll even give you a point that Bron got. Bron got the schools.
Facts.
Like Bron got the
That's
schools.
what I'm saying.
They doing well. I feel like that's a huge part.
Right. Like I say, he's sending niggas to school for free.
That's a huge part of making the culture move forward too.
Yo, all right.
Kanye has schools.
I gave you that. Hold on. So
Kanye
I
got
gave
schools.
you that.
They got shut down, and Kanye didn't.
That shit lasted like 2 days.
All right, so hold on, right? And I threw you that. I gave you that ooh for Bron, right? Because we was shouting him out and bigging him up earlier, bro. No at school in the whole 3 years that school has been open, though, not one the math test, and that's fact.
Wait, they didn't take a math test?
No, they have not passed it, my boy. They took it, and every child in that school has failed the math test.
Oh snap!
Look that up. So it's like,
That's
yeah, it's cool, you got the school, but like, all right, are y'all teaching?
I heard that too.
Math is really hard. You know what I mean? So
every student, brother, not one person. Look it up.
Snap.
But that's just the thing. It's just like, so I mean, there's good and bad to everything, bro. You got your pros and your cons to every situation, bro. All they could do is black men in these positions and platforms that they got is try for the people. Right.
All right, so we moving Jay-Z forward in this one with LeBron versus Jay-Z, right? Y'all all right with that?
Man,
I'm cool.
It's in the fucking final.
You got to think though, these kids was starting behind the 8 ball though too. Though you know what I'm saying? Like this is some Joe Clark type shit, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave it at that. It ain't like they was already reading grade level. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit takes time for you to catch up in math. Like that takes time.
I should study harder. You heard what Joe Clark said. You still crap, boy?
You should be going to MIT. Why you in MIT?
Had him in the bathroom singing songs and shit.
Oh wow! All right, so y'all done did it. We got this final round with Beyonce going against Jay-Z. All right, y'all.
Are you serious?
Man.
And another thing, they saying LeBron was smashing Beyonce too. So hey, you gotta give him points.
All right, we're gonna go into a new song. Yo, wilding. Wilding.
It was an entanglement.
Y'all stick around. You family. All right, y'all stick around. All right, we back up in this thing. All right, welcome back, everybody. Everybody back to the stage. Ball Game Banter, DJ Special J. Thanks for joining us in. Along with Tony Ducks and FMF Grizz. Make sure y'all give everybody a follow. Make sure you guys give this channel a follow if you haven't already, or send us some hearts, do little hand claps, whatever you gotta do. Subscribe to us so you guys can catch the next shows we do. We're gonna start adding some more shows during the week. Right now we got our comedy shows that we do on we do those on Wednesdays, and then also Saturday morning we have our morning show, and then Sunday nights, which you guys are on right now.
Thursday.
We do it on Thursdays? Okay, my bad. Thursday night is our comedy nights, my bad. All right, so, but yeah, y'all just follow us and y'all get the notification, so appreciate y'all. All right, y'all ready for this showdown right here? Jay-Z versus Beyonce. Who has the most influence in the past 20 years with Black culture? Who we starting with? Nobody wants to test this one, huh? Okay. All right. Y'all sure? Or do we need another music break, y'all? Nobody saying anything.
I'm good. Hold.
You good? Just hold. All right, why?
Cause it's hold.
It's gotta be more than just his old, yo. Like, because I could be like, yo,
I got the baddest chick in the game wearing my chain.
I ain't gonna hold you like that's kind of crazy, my boy.
Just saying. He ain't the man next to the man. He the man. You feel me? Like don't get me wrong. I don't think Beyonce would make half the moves she was making without Jay-Z. Like the business side of it, like the savvy, the making a lot of these moves, I don't think she would have made. She just would have been a very rich woman out here just doing whatever she wanted to do. But I don't know if she would have been doing all of the things that she's doing without some kind of influence from Jay-Z.
You are down.
And there may be some vice versa there as well, because
yeah, there's definitely a lot of vice versa on there. I think when we're talking about, because you gotta understand, if you got something great, if you bragging about it because you kind of can't believe you got that.
We all know that was. Let's just keep it a buck. Jay-Z and Beyonce getting together was a business deal.
Because that's a huge deal. And he got even more popular after getting with Beyonce. That helped his career. That helped. That helped Jay. Like on our side and stuff, like he was everything to us already and stuff, whatever. But like when he got to Beyonce, kind of there was some crossover that happened too, whatever, where his brand got bigger because of his relationship with Beyonce. That does not happen without Beyonce. I don't think that was the other way around. I don't think Beyonce got bigger because of Jay-Z. Beyonce was doing the daggone thing or whatever. And I think the business moves that she's doing, I don't know why we keep attributing that to Jay-Z, thinking that he's the only business mind, because she's done hella shit. She's had Darion lines and stuff whatever, around the same time that Jay had Rockaway and stuff whatever. So this was before they was together. You know what I mean? So I don't know where we thinking that her business acumen came from her being with Jay-Z, because she's been in it.
Jay-Z don't got them free form.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't think she would have made some of the moves she made without Jay-Z. But that could, like I said, but I also said that could go both ways. Like they're married, so it's like they might conversate a lot about things. You know what I'm saying? So she could influence the stuff that he actually moves into, and he can influence stuff that she moves into. But I still got to give it to Hov.
I'll say this to the whole us thinking that they move like how regular married people move. Because again, it's two brands. That's two corporations, two businesses and stuff or whatever. A lot of stuff that they do together, there's contracts and stuff involved and stuff or whatever. And a lot of times that ain't happening a whole bunch of times and stuff. So the moves that they make are probably solely for their separate entities, their separate brands. And I mean that move. That's why when you see them together, it's more just on the music front. You don't see them together doing their reforms or like other outreach stuff together. It's not a Jay-Z and Beyonce thing. Like they're not branded as Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Right.
They're separate brands.
Could it be that they're probably one's busy and the other one's not? And like, how could that? Because it's safe to say that that could be an assumption. Like they, like I don't know. Like how can we assume that everything that they do is separate? How we don't know that they got some type of things that's together?
We can definitely look it up, because everything they do is tied into their brand, because they got everything copyrighted. You know what I mean? So we can definitely see like which stuff is linked to who and which stuff is linked to both of them and stuff. But I think that's besides the point, because I think if we want to compare the two, we should compare them separately.
And what I meant to say really was like, how can we assume that like none of her business savvy came from Hov? Like, okay, we could say it didn't, but how can we say it didn't? That it did. You know, like, we could say it did. How can we say it didn't? You know what I mean?
I would think her mom would be more of an influence on that part before I would say Jay-Z. I would say her dad would be more of an influence on that part before I would say Jay-Z, because she's been around that business.
I think her dad was more into the money. Like, if you ask me, I think a majority of her net worth is, and like it's my opinion, I'm guessing, I would assume is from her music. I would assume a majority of her net worth is from her music. I think I would
assume that too. Because was it Darion and was it not Baby Fat? It was Darion.
Darion.
That didn't last long.
I feel like it's the other way around for Jay. I feel like Jay made more of his money in his business ventures. I feel like he made more money off his business ventures than he actually made off of music. So I feel like Jay is like, I feel like once Jay started making the money, he started making the money make money. And once he got with her, I feel like he kind of probably put in her, like showed her different ways, or kind of put that battery in her back, or just motivated her more to like, all right, let me show you how to make this money make money. I think her pops and them was just, I think and as I'm assuming, this is my opinion, maybe they were just good because she already brought in so much bread. Like maybe they were good with what she could bring in on her own. She's already worth mad bread. You feel me?
I don't know that. On that side, that's an assumption too. Like it's an assumption either way. So that's what I'm saying. We can only look at like what they do separately, and we can't assume that all right, well, it's because of him or it's because of her and stuff, whatever. But I'm saying we saw Jay-Z's like ascension outside of streets come way bigger when he got with Beyonce. And that's notable and stuff, whatever. Where Beyonce was already a bloom pop star already and stuff, whatever. I don't think it works the other way around where more opportunities came for her because of Jay-Z. It was the other way around.
I disagree. I don't think she.
I don't know because Jay-Z had more bread than Beyonce from the jump.
Lies.
That's not true. That is not true.
And this is what I'll say because both of y'all are making both points. Both of them blew up when they got together.
Yeah,
because
I still think that was a business deal at the table, and they just ended up. It ended up like it lasted because it just had to last. Like I think in their minds, no matter what happened, they was not gonna split up.
No, I think they fell in love. I think they fell in love, and I think they fell in love. And if we want to kind of like backstep a little bit, I think he was really after Aaliyah, and I don't even think it's really Rockefeller. I think that's why him and Dame really have issues to this day. I think Aaliyah plays a part in that too. But I think now too, like I feel like,
I said that's deep.
That's a rumor.
I feel like that's why there's more issues with him and Dame, and I feel like it was supposed to. I think he was really going after Aaliyah. She had passed, and I could see where the whole business aspect is, where you say they got together, but I think at some point they did fall in love, and I feel like I feel like now they're actually in love, and I feel like they like the way they look to the world. Like that's what you want to be. Like when we talking money, you thinking I want to be Hov and Jay. I mean Hov and B. If you thinking just hood love, loyalty, woo woo, then you might say Ram and Pat. But like you feel what I'm saying? Like that's the echelon as couples.
Yeah, I think they probably grew to love each other, but I still think it started off as a they was like because look, you remember the music video? Like the music video, they two-waying each other. I think that's the business deal. I think they actually told everybody what was happening, but we wasn't really. We was younger. We weren't paying attention for real. But I really think that all started off as a business deal, and then you're right. They might have actually hit it off later on. I mean, and then at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, they ended up moving how they want to move. I think they're both money-driven anyway.
Well, you're not wrong. It is a business deal because it's two brands coming together. Like that doesn't happen publicly without there being some agreement there. So there is that part of it and stuff, but I don't know if we can speculate on whether or not they was in love or not. But as far as their influence, because we want to stick to that, for the past 20 years.
25.
Oh, 25. I'm sorry. I keep saying 20. My bad. 25.
Yeah, I will say that the Beehive is alive and well, but. But I think that impactually, like over time, I still think it's Hov. I really think it's Hov.
He's been doing it
like
longer.
just longer, harder. Pause. But
Stupid pause.
She's got her loyal followers, but nah. Because it's still people, screaming, throwing up the diamond today. Like
I want to say this: the fact that you mentioned that there's a beehive, and that people will actually come for you if you say something wrong about this person. I feel like that is part of her influence.
That's big. That is big.
Is that big, right? So I don't think nobody's gonna come for you if you say something bad about Jay-Z, right? His influence is a little different. Like,
well, niggas is going to might come to you, but niggas going to agree. I mean, but you also got to think about it like this: like, that's that male female thing, right? Women, they do stuff like that. Men, we don't really do stuff like that.
No, people rap for Obama like that.
Y'all do. Check this out. Stop, man. You always want to shot. Stop. Check this out, DJ. Who's your favorite rapper?
Jay-Z.
Okay.
yeah.
Grizz, who your favorite rapper?
Jay-Z.
Niggas is
Yeah, but we
lying.
not like.
Wait,
Yeah, but we not.
wait. Nuts, who your favorite rapper?
JC.
No, you
it's
said Tupac.
It's Fab.
Okay, Van, who your favorite rapper? Van, who's your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper.
Mhm.
Lupe Fiasco.
Van, stop lying. Who your favorite rapper?
Lupe Fiasco.
Who's your favorite rapper? You lying?
Lupe influenced Jay-Z at one point in time.
I said, who's your favorite rapper? It is not Lupe.
It is Lupe.
How?
You said at one point in time.
J. Cole. J. Cole. J. Cole. Cold world.
My point is just like you. I'm surprised I heard y'all say because I love her. But the thing with like males and females, which y'all need to get some more females on here. The thing with males and females, I've known more men to say Tupac, to say Biggie, to say Fab, to say all these other people other than Jay-Z.
Right, exactly.
We're talking about cultural influence.
But Jay-Z right second for me.
Jay-Z is everything to us.
Oh, no, he's not. No.
Huh?
Okay. This is what I'm saying. This.
No.
There is there's no Jay-Z fan club that I'm gonna sign up for.
You don't have to sign up for a Jay-Z fan club.
Do you buy Jay-Z?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna. Nobody's gonna get beat up for saying I don't like Jay-Z. Like, you say you don't like Beyonce, you might get skull drugged. You say that in the wrong group of women.
Does anyone buy Jay-Z music?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
To this day.
Till this day.
I'm not talking about back in the day when you had to go to the store. I'm talking about right now. Not streaming. I mean like actually buying the album.
Who buy music?
I mean, I have a title account, so I can't. I don't know. I have title, so.
You did, DJ.
DJ, you whole vibe, and it's fine.
Yeah, that is your whole vibe right there.
And it's fine. We love you for it.
He said he got title.
But if we're talking about like black culture, it's also not just the hood demographic. Yeah. Which Beyonce introduced Hove to a whole bunch of new black folk.
Oh, the South?
Huh?
Who are these new black folk?
Baby, that's it's the South, my love.
Say who these new black folk?
but for real, he introduced to a different
new Negroes.
Shut up, baby.
Right.
But no, for real. Introduced to the suburban kids, all that stuff.
The ones that only listen to R&B, right? That's basically what you're saying.
I mean, it's the demographic.
Suburban kids are the most consumers of rap music.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can still be introduced to somebody, right?
And I was living in the South, and I did not need to know who Beyonce was, know who Jay-Z was. I mean, and I was born in Texas.
But you knew who Beyonce was, though, right?
You can know who two people are.
I mean, she came way after Jay, but yeah, I get you. I mean, that's not the point.
I mean, she didn't come way, my love. She came out in 97.
I guess all I'm saying is Jay-Z been around since '89, but sorry, I'm gonna put that out there. Jay-Z been around since '89.
I'm hearing you clear your throat, but it's not. What's that point?
I was just saying Jay-Z been around since '89. I ain't gonna tell how old he is.
That nigga 96.
No. He got hot in '96. He's been around rap since '89.
That nigga is 96 years old.
Oh yeah, yeah, for real.
Okay, but your point today, you said he came out in '96. Destiny's Child, Beyonce came out in '97.
96 was his breakout album. But I think Reasonable Doubt was. I gotta look. I think Reasonable Doubt was '94, but then when Hard Knock Life album dropped is when he really took off.
With the Annie.
But I knew who he was. Yeah, but I knew about him before that.
Okay, well, my question to you is, and you talked about this with Barack Obama. Who would be in a history book first, Jay-Z or Beyonce?
Neither one of them.
Who would be in it first?
I'm being honest. Neither one of them. I'm keeping it in the bug.
Who would be in it first?
Why they not in history books though? Black culture don't matter?
Yeah, clearly.
Dang.
just keeping it a spade, bro. Like now, you talk about a Black history book. That's different.
Are you? Are you? Because when I was in school, I saw Black entertainers in my history book. But
Yeah, I definitely did. Too.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ray Charles and
I mean,
mine.
other than we saw maybe a few, like James Brown, maybe.
Okay, so there is some. So once again, the question is, who would you see in a history book first, Beyonce or Jay-Z?
Jay-Z. But neither one of them, honestly, but Jay-Z.
They would put who's historically holding the most records for most Grammys. They would definitely put that because that's an accomplishment for music.
That's
That's
what I'm
right.
saying. Got to be like some type of record or some type of something.
Yeah, it has to be so much. Yeah.
Be something like that. But other than that, if you want to be really technical, there's no reason for any of them to be in any type of history book.
History book, yeah.
You will because
unless you're doing like music history or something like that, maybe.
No,
but
it's not just
history
music.
of hip hop.
Music influences so much more than just people that like music.
It's
like
American history.
It influences culture, you know what I mean? And then especially the music that we do is American music. So if you're looking at an American history book, there's gonna be some mention of somebody in the music, even if it's a country artist or something like that. They'll, if they want to slide us that way and stuff, whatever. But there's gonna be a mention of a music artist, and if they do it right,
but it would be behind some accolade or behind some.
Okay,
so who has the most accolades for Grammys right now? Which is, to my knowledge, the highest honor you can get as a music artist.
Look it up, because I think they both.
Beyonce does. It's Beyonce.
I don't know.
Beyonce does, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She has.
I'm choosing Beyonce. Fuck Jay-Z.
You on the playlist coming up next. All right.
You love my style, nigga.
Look, she has 88 Grammy nominations, 28 wins, which is the most of any woman artist.
Well, that's the thing. When you quote that, you do have to go back to Jay-Z, because I do believe Jay-Z has either 28 or 29 or something like that.
Jay-Z got 24, if I'm not mistaken. But I think 24.
Yeah, he has. Let me see here.
Jay-Z would do nothing for the hip hop 50.
He has 24.
He has 24. So, in comparison, Beyonce has 28 wins. So, I mean, he up there.
I mean, she would because she's the most of any woman artist.
Right.
Jay-Z ain't do nothing for hip hop 50.
Oh, I mean, he ain't lying about them. Oh, you know why he didn't do anything for Hip Hop 50?
Because LL did?
Because he ain't shit.
No, because he's on tour following Beyonce all around the world.
It must be nice when you can just go follow your lady while she work because you made enough money that you ain't got to do shit.
Sure, if that's what you think that is.
I'm pretty sure he making money while he on the road with her. And
you can bank on that. He's getting his bread.
I mean, he's not.
He don't have to perform no more. He really don't. I mean, neither one of them got to perform no more. She just loves to perform.
It's hip hop 50.
She performs because she wants to.
It's hip hop 50. That's different. Like, that ain't just some, you know what I mean, like regular on the corner type shit.
They ain't gonna come around again.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You mean that he didn't do any performance for Hip Hop 50? Or that did anybody even? I don't know. They probably just figured, because like when I watched the one that was on YouTube, they really went and got no real big names was on there. None of the top tier artists was on the hip hop.
What you talking about? Nas was there.
He's not on the level of Jay-Z.
Boy, you smoking crack.
Well, you smoking crack. He's not. When it comes to like, in what way does Nas like don't let the beef like when they did the little back and forth for a little while sway you, my guy? When it came to albums and where he sits in the tier of artists, Nas is not it.
He made his money. He made it, bro. He just got bread off the Bitcoin shit. And then he just started dropping dope ass albums with Hit Boy. Ain't nobody taking nothing from Nas.
He just started dropping stuff from there that was high. He finally got a producer that do something good for him. I'm happy for my guy. And don't get me wrong, I like Nas a lot.
Let's not do the Nas funny. Nas just has some dope beats for the longest and stuff. Like, let's not do that.
He do have some dope beats, but he wasn't putting out them albums that was really, really smacking.
Hey man, you really are a special DJ.
Man, what are you doing, yo?
Bro, and I got ton of Nas heat, but I'm just saying when it came down to like, okay, if Nas dropped the album and Jay-Z dropped the album, Nas' album didn't do as well 99% of the time.
I mean, but I wouldn't say that.
I'm saying that. Nas was not selling out the Garden.
When? Because
Yes, bro. What are you talking about?
man, what?
Who do you think Nas is?
Well, yeah, he definitely
Right
is,
now.
and he's doing with symphonies. He got like whole I've seen him several times.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah.
Old Nas or new Nas? Old Nas
But-
was broke, bro. Old,
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that it wasn't. No, hold on now. Wait. I'm not saying that.
Exactly what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. No. I fuss with Nas the wrong way. But all I'm saying is when it came to the tier of artists, like, because, you know, there are tiers. I'm like, this is like when you kind of like booking artists and stuff like that. You can book Nas for much less than you can book Jay-Z.
You got proof for this?
I don't know about that, yo. I don't know. I think
No, bro.
He up there.
it takes a lot to get either one of those men in the room. But
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's like crumbs in a bucket.
Nas was in Belly, bro. What you talking about?
But you know,
all right, so Jay-Z or Beyonce? Because
Jay-Z.
we got to stick to the subject. All right, Jay-Z. How many we got for Jay-Z right now?
Jay.
I hold all day, every day.
Who you got, Dubs?
Just got dropped off for some reason, man. I don't know what happened.
Are you, Doug, are you in the same space, my guy?
I don't know what happened. Never mind. Here you go. He calling back in. So I get back on.
Yeah, tell you that internet came with a disc, man. You need to upgrade this.
Look at that AOL.
Yeah.
My app's acting crazy right now. My
I
fault.
got some government cell phones.
So where we at? My fault.
Who you pick? Beyonce or
The
Jay?
final vote.
Beyonce versus Jay-Z. I'm going with Jay-Z.
You a good man. You smart. Go ahead.
Proud of you, my guy. Don't fold.
I'm going with
This
Jay-Z.
is why we need more women in the
I
space.
did hear some of the earlier arguments, and some of the stuff I disagree with about like Jay-Z booming after he get with Beyonce and all of that stuff. I feel like Jay-Z was out way before her. He was already out like on tours before she ever really had her first even solo tour. Even before they even did a Destiny's Child tour, I'm pretty sure like they solo tour in America, Jay-Z was already on tour for like Reasonable Doubt. So and I'm pretty sure his net worth was already bigger than hers when they met. And I'm pretty sure his is still bigger than hers right now, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna go with Jay-Z.
Nah, it ain't big enough, but Jay,
Yeah.
you're right.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I went with
Beyonce
Beyonce.
grossing like a bill off her tour.
Yeah,
Let's see. Let me look it up then.
Nah,
yeah.
I think B got him, but you're right. Good answer. Right answer, Jay.
Look. All right, so y'all got
Jay-Z.
Jay.
Okay, so according to this, Jay-Z is $2 billion. Beyonce is $500 million.
Right. That's what I saw too.
That shit kept.
According to what?
CelebrityNetworth.com.
Celebrity Network. All right.
Yeah, and that was June 26, 2023.
All right.
All right. Damn, man, he beat her. He got her.
He's stealing money. He's stealing money.
He is the only
Still a lot of
hip-hop-
money.
Yeah,
He's stealing money. He's stealing money.
He's what?
He's stealing money.
All right. So we got Jay-Z moving forward into the final. I mean, sorry. He's winning the final round for the championship he's the most influential black figure in the last 25 years over Beyonce.
I'm with it.
All right. And that is why we have 5 guys on here. Nobody to vouch for. Beyonce whatsoever.
Don't coach
That
that.
ain't got
Don't
nothing to
coach
do
that
with the
at all.
guys. We
He
had
won
two
that
of
fair
y'all
and
vote for
square.
Beyonce.
Look,
We had two of y'all vote for Beyonce. I mean, I don't think
Yeah,
we really had.
there's
Nah.
men that voted for Beyonce. Like, I mean, what's the problem?
I'm just. Oh, hold on. I
He
got.
in trouble right now. He about to get put in the hairlock. That was gonna happen.
Where's the trash can?
It's trash can, huh?
Where's the trash can?
Which
I mean,
mean, where's the trash
they made their points about Jay-Z.
No,
So.
the points are great. Jay-Z's great. Wee. But yeah, y'all gotta get a woman voice up in here.
We be trying to. People don't want to.
You were here the whole time.
Your voice was in here.
Well, that's the thing. You're here all the time. This the thing. It's one girl against all y'all do music, right?
I said
Bug ain't
Beyonce.
you do music too.
Yeah, I do music. I'm big on music.
But there was men's that voted for Beyonce.
Not for this one, because it's Jay-Z. I mean, the culture
I
of
voted
it.
for Beyonce.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Van, check this out, y'all. Because y'all did this, I'm taking back Van's ticket because we're going to see Beyonce on Thursday. And he can be on this show.
See what y'all did?
Talking about Jay-Z with y'all. We'll be at the show.
See what y'all done did?
Talking to Jay-Z.
Oh, well, that make a lot of sense why he kept, no, Beyonce is this. And Beyonce, because he
Now we understand,
he
right?
brought his ticket to the show. That make a lot of sense now.
Man, you was the one buzzing like a bee. Okay. You was
Nah,
trying to
don't do
I
that.
see what's going on here.
Don't do that. Y'all should have threw Solange on here. It would have been a whole different story.
Yeah. Van don't play about the lunch. Y'all would have got ate up if y'all said something.
Really?
Like,
Solange?
up against Jay-Z.
Really?
We already know who won that.
Don't do that.
The Ray J of the family.
Oh, wow, you're right.
Solange, the Ray J of the family.
Stupid.
Ray J?
Ray J. That's crazy.
Wow.
Ray J hate is crazy.
Wow. Wait a minute. Isn't that Beyonce?
But check this out. Even though Jay-Z got more money, it's still Beyonce money. So
Is
whatever. That's her money.
Is it though? How? They got a prenup.
No, it's not.
They got a whole prenup.
It's her money now,
That's
right?
not her
That's
money.
how that works.
No, that's not how that works.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all.
Still her money, bro.
It did not say. The thing did not say in their joint account they have.
Hey, DJ, it's so funny. The whole time they've been trying to separate everything they got. This all
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
money now is their money.
Now it's they, the we, young. It's always convenient when it's us.
And
It's
not only
convenient.
that, not only that, it set the daggone bracket up the B Beyonce versus Jay-Z in the end. Look, he knew what he was doing. He ready to go to that Beyonce concert. He was being good the whole night. He like, yeah.
I see what's going on here.
B at least gonna make it to the finals around here. I tried to fight for her, man. I tried to fight for her.
See,
Look, man, y'all
y'all
had her going up against Kanye.
See, I was on your side.
I feel like y'all had a harder time with her going up against Kanye than y'all did with Jay-Z. Like,
She said, "This is misogyny at its finest." Damn.
Damn. I mean, like, we could get everyday Eli in here, maybe on the next joint. Maybe
Everyday Ellie
can join on there on the next joint.
she got her own show too, right? I think she had a show earlier today, right?
Yeah, she had a show earlier today. She don't give me the line. I think she talked about the love in Sun Huntsville. I don't know.
Was that book club?
Nah, it's a show. I don't know, man. Don't give me the line. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Something like that. She put it in the chat, you know what I'm saying? And she wanted to talk about the show, so she did a little show earlier today. Her first show. So congratulations. But I've been trying to get her on here. I've been trying to get Jazz on here. You know what I'm saying? Whenever y'all ready, you know what I'm saying, to make it even. I mean, y'all still probably gonna be, all right, but it'll probably be two of y'all, three.
I'm still voting for Jay-Z. We can do this whole thing again. I'm
Right.
still voting for Jay-Z.
Me too.
Wow.
I'm LeBron.
over Beyonce?
LeBron over everybody, bro.
Nah, bro, kill yourself.
I don't know if I would put that over what's her name, Beyonce either.
bugging, not over B.
Not over the hive, yo.
That's crazy.
Not brownie.
But
Somebody gonna play this shit back for a bunch of people, and we gonna get slaughtered. All my followers gone.
right.
Not me. I'm under this FMF radio banner right now, so I'm good. Y'all got this.
Like, you good, Vendetta. I mean, you good, bro. Whoever that is back there. You good.
Don't say my name, bro. I'm not dropping no ads. I'm not dropping no ads.
Oh, man.
She said it's a show with black women, so y'all wouldn't know about it.
Oh, now.
Talking about girlfriends?
No. She talking about the show that she talking about on her show. That's Everyday Eli.
What channel that's on?
HGTV probably. I don't know which one.
That's on OWN. OWN.
It's
That's
on
the OWN
BET
channel right there. They endorsed by Oprah.
BET minus.
Tyler Perry Network.
It's a BET minus, yo. Terrible.
She on that Tubi. Catch me on Tubi.
Stupid. But nah, yeah.
Hey, speaking of Tubi, y'all can keep Jazz on Tubi. She will be called Incarcerated. If y'all want to check that out, and she got another movie coming out later on. Yeah, so y'all check that out.
You on two? You got two joints on Tubi or just one?
She got another joint that's coming.
Real? I would be funny. Oh, my bad.
My bad.
Nah. Low key, Tubi about to take over, yo. Like for real. Like they got some quality stuff that's coming out. So,
Isn't Tubi like NPR TV? Like you just anybody can throw something up there. I'm seriously asking. I'm not.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's the whole application
your
process
iPhone
and everything.
Upload that
The
junk.
whole process.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there's a process. Like there's
It ain't like YouTube where you can just upload a video.
yeah, nah.
I figured that. I figured it was a process, but like I just wanted like like NPR, like nonprofit radio, nonprofit TV, whatever. Like you just go to the station, you do your application, they give you a little slot. This is your time. Blah 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 blah.
You got to be approved.
Yes.
Okay.
The dude who
Yeah,
did my 910 Ducks video, he got a couple movies on there. His name Barry.
Yeah,
Willis.
he got a movie. He shot it in the Ville, and it's pretty dope, man. I like how it was shot. Actually, it's good. It's one of the better hood movies that they got on Tubi. Like this, I know where everybody think when they think of Tubi right now, but they do got some good stuff.
Yeah,
I got you.
Just got to sight through it a little bit. But yeah, yo, good discussion tonight, fellas. Think the Rock Boys definitely won tonight. You know what I mean? So
speech.
Yeah, man. We got anything else, man? I think we ran a little bit over on this. Cause I think we spent a little bit too much time on on getting it in to begin with. Do we have any news or anything else we wanted to touch on, Ducks? Grizz? What y'all got?
What happened to the what's real, what's fake?
News. We could do that. I mean, I still had a relationship joint. I didn't want to keep everybody too long, but I could do the news or the relationship joint. Whatever y'all want to do, I can do. None of them. It's up to y'all.
Let's get it.
I love y'all, but I gotta break out.
All right, DJ. We appreciate you, Brody.
Yeah.
Hey, appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for having me on the show, man. This is Liddy.
Have a good night, bro.
Definitely gonna hit you next Sunday, bro.
For sure.
So, all right, for the y'all said y'all want to do the news first.
No, I said relationship news. Oh, that's what Grizz said.
Yeah, we could do the relationship shit first.
All right, bet. All right, so on today's relationship joint, we got it's a joint called Gerald's laptop to get back. So let's just say Tanya wrote this in, and it goes a little something like this. Gerald was a new barber in Chicago, originally from New Orleans. He worked in a barbershop located inside my family's building. Gerald was sexy, fun, and talented. After a few months of visiting the barbershop to collect rent from the owner, Gerald asked me out. One day, Gerald asked me, "Where's all your money? Your family owns property, but your crib is kind of small." I explained the expenses of owning commercial property, taxes, upkeep, utilities, deadbeat tenants, and then dividing my profit with my 2 co-owners meant I wasn't wealthy. Gerald was disappointed by my unflashy middle class lifestyle, but he liked that I owned my home. 3 months later, we were married against my mother's wishes. I was so blinded by the courthouse wedding that I missed all the red flags, such as why hadn't Gerald married anyone before? Why doesn't he have kids? Why did he flee New Orleans to build a life in Chicago? But I wanted to believe Gerald's fairy tale. He never married me because he was waiting to find he never married me because he was waiting to find me. That was kind of made me feel like I read that wrong. Because he was waiting to find me. Gerald said that he wanted to wait a few years before we brought kids in the picture so we could enjoy each other, and I agreed. While I managed my family's 2 properties, Gerald elevated his barbershop skills to include Afro toupee installs.
Yeah, man, put that glue on it.
The bald head niggas. Oh. Okay. Gerald made a few viral videos. An older man paid him $300 a visit. Okay, I'll put some glue on your head too, $300. 1 month after we married, Gerald announced he wanted to open his own barbershop in Atlanta. I was nervous about the move, but Gerald was excited. He flew to Atlanta to set up his business and said I should join him after I sold my house. But Gerald accidentally left his laptop behind. The laptop was connected to an email address I'd never seen before and his Facebook Messenger. And woo child, guess what I found on that laptop? Y'all want me to stop it right there or y'all just want me to read it all the way through and we just...
Yeah, cause I'm waiting for the shoe.
Read that shit.
Yeah, what's the deal with him?
All right. My husband was a scammer. The laptop revealed Gerald was a liar and a user who never loved me. Gerald already had another girlfriend, Michelle, who was a publicist, and a condo waiting for him in Atlanta already. That's why our sex was passionless. That's why we didn't want kids. Gerald married me because initially he wanted me to transfer my commercial property to him. But when he realized my mom and aunt were co-owners, he knew it couldn't be done. So his plan B was to marry me, get me to sell my house, and take the proceeds to open a barbershop in Atlanta. My chest, I could feel my heart breaking. I did an ugly cry for most of the night. While I sobbed, Gerald's laptop was spilling with the tea. I could see him plotting on me in real time. Gerald's girlfriend, Michelle, started a group chat with him and his sister and warned them not to post any pictures of Gerald's welcome to Atlanta party on social media until the funds from the property sale were deposited. Wow, my sister-in-law was in full support of Gerald scamming me for his new lifestyle with Michelle. I told my mother everything. She called my aunt and they gave me the name of a ruthless divorce attorney. He abandoned the marriage, she said. He never intended to live with you and he's committing financial fraud against you. Your marriage is invalid. We screen captured the Facebook messages and text of Gerald encouraging me to sell my property and give the funds to him. My lawyer made a list of everything I brought to the marriage, my house, my bank account, my iPhones. The phone service contract is in your name, she laughed. Oh, he fucked up. Paperwork was filed. I took my house off the market. I bought my new locks and and changed my alarm password. I drained my bank account. Gerald had I drained my bank account that Gerald had the debit card to. There's so many quotations in this month in parentheses. And opened a new account at a different bank. I ignored Gerald's frantic calls and texts, and then I terminated his phone service. Gerald called me from Michelle's phone. Did you cancel the debit card? Did you cut my phone off? Oh, you robbing me, ho? Me. I called my attorney. Gerald, all my people got that number. Why you cut my phone off? Michelle, his publicist / girlfriend. Bitch, watch me buy him a new bitch, watch me buy him a new phone. Me, he can't you can, but he still can't get his old number back because I own it. Gerald and Michelle called me everything but a child of God, but I won this round. Thanks to Gerald's laptop, the invalid marriage is ending and my tiny home and bank account are secured. Meanwhile, the laptop is still telling Gerald secrets. He's been in Atlanta for only a few weeks and he's already sliding into other women's DM looking to scam and replace Michelle. Michelle, if you, oh yeah, it's just a little message to Michelle. Michelle, if you're reading this, girl, you better watch your money. God bless, from Tanya.
That's wild. He gonna have some competition in Atlanta though, because that's like the home of the scammers out there. But shoot, that's wild.
How bro forget his laptop like that?
Like, yeah, he slipped up when he did that, yo. Like,
You know, he got
that's like the main tool scammers use. Like, you need that. You need
Yeah.
that in your scammer utility bill. You know what I mean? So
he got the Mac. That's how all his messages and everything came right through on his laptop. Just
he got everything tagged on his
everything
iPad one. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to be like, damn, I don't have my laptop. I need to go back and get that shit.
He just cut his laws, yo. He's just like, all right, well, it's too late now.
He ain't even thinking about that laptop. He was about to have his welcome to Atlanta party.
That's it.
He's trying to head out. But yeah, I was just I read a little bit of it, just the beginning of it, like the Gerald's laptop, the little summary of the little blog post that she had submitted, and I thought it'd be a good one because I thought I had a lot of things in here. Like, number one, they got married in 3 months. Like,
red flag,
right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Another thing, the first thing that he said to you was, where all your money at? Your crib kind of small. Well, I mean, who say that? You know what I'm saying? Like the dudes I know don't give a crap about what kind of.
Yeah, that's what the women say.
Yeah, my man's will come in there on the air mattress and sleep with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay there the whole week on the air mattress, as long as you got a TV and that mug and some groceries. But like, who say stuff like that? Like,
damn, bitch, I thought you was rich. The small ass crib.
where your furniture and shit? You ain't got no.
Meanwhile, he like near homeless. You know, they're like, you got a place to stay. What you talking about? Yo? Like,
so was he was a barber? He was a legit barber?
Yeah, so he was a barber that was inside her family building, inside like a little barber shop for a building that she owned with her family. And yeah, and I guess she said that he was trying to own his own barbershop in Atlanta, so he was trying to get her to sell all her stuff.
By any means, try and get that barbershop.
Yeah, man, you gotta watch out for these, because just like it's gold digging women, is some guys that'll get you right back, like Halle Berry, like her guys. They won't play no games.
Yeah, she paid child support for everybody, ain't she? Alimony.
Yeah, and I want the children, child support. I want it all, baby. You know what I'm saying? So,
Halle Berry played child support for all her kids?
I don't know all of them, but I know at least one of them she does.
mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yo, it's wild.
But
I got to be more careful.
Right.
Bruh.
City Boys Unite.
Good chick though, right? Her name Geraldine.
No, the guy name is Gerald.
Her name Tanya.
Okay,
Yeah,
my bad. Her name was Tanya. My bad. Okay. I'm about to say, man, they got the old school names. All right.
He do Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald. Shoot, man. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it sounded like she lucked out. I mean,
It sounded like she wanted him to have kids before marrying her. I was like, I didn't understand that part.
yeah, the fact that didn't happen is a plus. Like she got lucky.
That's not a negative.
Yeah.
Right. After 3 months, like, you want a baby already. You just met this guy. After 3 months, y'all got married.
Well, that's another thing that made me feel like she might have been older. Like it might be like a time thing for her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You know, without a rush. You know what I mean? So
That clock was ticking.
yeah,
that makes sense.
it could
Her
be.
mama, her sister was like, "Don't marry this man."
Right. Say I married him against my mom's wishes. She said I got everything in my name, boy. She said I'm gonna cut everything off. He had a debit card, but he ain't had no guess he ain't had his name on nothing. That's where you messed up.
Big dog. That's definitely fucked.
You gotta get your name on something, my boy.
He was about to get it. That's why he was celebrating.
Yeah, he gonna know for the next joint though, for sure. He gonna be like, nah. The next joint that she said he was scamming, that she was reading on his little laptop, but she still got his laptop. Ain't that crazy? She still got the He's still reading all his stuff. He ain't changed none of his passwords, nothing. He still messaging motherfuckers. She probably like every time he messaged a chick, she probably go right behind him like and say something crazy like, "I'm sorry, I'm a scammer. I didn't mean to do this to you." Something crazy. But
That's crazy. Yeah, nah, that was a good one. Like I said, like I feel like it turned out a little bit better for the lady.
Where you get this from?
Yeah. You said where you get it from?
huh?
Where'd you get it from?
Why get what from?
That story.
Oh, people send in blogs on Twitter.
Just be broadcasting all the problems.
Yes, sir, they do.
They do not care on Twitter.
But the names be fake. All the names be fake. So
okay,
y'all ain't got to worry about looking for Gerald and you know what I'm saying, Northern Virginia. You know, I heard about you on a FMF radio, you know, or I read about you on Twitter, like all
Gerald the barber.
all the names have been changed to protect the innocent and guilty, I guess. All right. Dope. All right, what we got next? News? We got the fake news.
Yes, sir. So we got the fake news, y'all gotta choose one, and then whoever wrong might have to sing karaoke next week. If we can't reach out and touch it, and we might not be able to force you. But you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me I was looking up so much stuff about Jay-Z and Beyonce. I done lost my place. Play a quick song real quick and then come back. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna take a quick song break real quick.
Use your finger, boy.
Be right back with the news. All right, y'all stick around.
Donnell Rollins in the back.
Oh wow. All right, welcome back in.
All right.
Enough Riz, Bogdan, Banner.
Duck's got that finger ready.
Man, don't do that. Don't do that.
He only know that because I taught him how to read.
That's funny.
So he reads the same way. He just reads slower.
Shit.
He read like he laugh. You hear?
I had to grow out of that. Yeah, I'm saying.
He read like he laugh slow. So here we go. So 3 news stories. These all from Odd News. 2 of them real, 1 of them fake. So y'all just gotta guess which one is fake. Y'all ready?
That's it.
All right. So first one is police officer borrows little boy's small bike to capture a suspected burglar after he races off. The second one, y'all got any questions about that? Y'all good?
Wait. Say that again. You said officer borrows a kid's bike to do
Officer borrows little boy's small bike to chase a suspected burglar after they race off.
Okay.
Race off on what? Foot?
Yeah, on foot.
On
Y'all don't believe me? All right, the second one.